check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, hello, mic check. Hello, 1 2 3 4. Hello, mic check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, hello, mic check.
Hello, 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 hello.
check 1 2 3 4. Hello, mic testing. Hello, hello, mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Hello, mic check 1 2 3 4. Hello, hello, mic check. Hello, mic check 1 2 3 4. Hello, hello, mic testing. Hello, hello. 1 2 3 4. Hello, mic check. Hello, 1 2 3 4. Hello, hello, mic check. 1 2 3 4. Hello, mic testing. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Hello, hello. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Hello.
સ્ક્રીન ઉપર જે છે ને એને ડીપ કરીને ફોકસ કરો કેટલું આમાંથી ક્લિયર આવે ડાયરેક્ટ પીપીટી બતાવવાનું થાય છે. અહીંયા બેઠા થઈને એમને કહી દેજો તમારો ઓડિયો જશે કીધું. એક્સક્યુઝ મી ઓફિસર બેઠે ને તો આપણા ઓડિયો ડાયરેક્ટ લાઈને જ આવેગા એમાં થોડા
જગ્યા આપજો અને બીજા ના હોય તો હોલ બીમાં જતા રહો તો વધારે સારું રહેશે. પછી જેનો ઊભું રહે એનો વાંધો નહીં, સ્ટુડન્ટને પહેલા જગ્યા આપો પ્લીઝ. રિક્વેસ્ટ અમારી કઈ રિક્વેસ્ટ છે તમે લોકોને, સ્ટુડન્ટને ઊભું ના રહેવું જોઈએ પ્લીઝ. તમારી જાતે સમજીને ઊભા થઈ જાઓ તો વધારે સારું. પછી આપણે જગ્યાઓની પસંદગી હોલ બીના આ બાજુ આવી જાઓ બેટા. જ્યાં પણ છે એ લોકો છોકરાઓ આ સ્ટુડન્ટ આવી ગયા પછી તમે લોકો જગ્યા જ બેસી શકો. પ્લીઝ આપણે પેરેન્ટ્સ ચલો આવી જાય. આપણે બેટા આ બાજુ જગ્યા ખાલી બેસી જાઓ. છેલ્લી છેલ્લી હા છેલ્લી છે.
Very good morning to one and all present over here. Respected Dean Madam, Dr. Yogendra Modi Sir, fellow faculty members, parents and my dear students. I am Dr. Kanan Shah on behalf of NHL family, feeling great honor and privilege to extend hearty welcome to all of you. जिस दिन से चला हूँ मंजिल पे मेरी नज़र है, जिस दिन से चला हूँ मंजिल पे मेरी नज़र है, आँखों ने कभी मील का पत्थर नहीं देखा। बशीर बदर जी की ये शायरी आपका हार्डवर्क बयां करती है। So first of all, I like to congratulate all of you for your hard work and efforts, which makes it possible for us to welcome you all in this institute. We are happy and excited to receive you as newborn members of this great family called NHL. While you sit through this morning ceremony, I suggest you savor the moment. Today you sit here as teenagers, free as the winds, and after some years you will leave this institute as responsible doctors. So this phase is a phase of great transformation. So we start our program by remembering Almighty, and for the prayer I like to invite Jia Chaudhary and Roshan Chauhan of second year MBBS students. Please.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा या कुन्देतु शशारहारधवला या शोभगास्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करं विभूतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पासु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यापहा निशेषजाड्यापहा। Thank you.
Thank you, Jia and Roshan, for making the aura positive. Srimati NHL Municipal Medical College is a prestigious institute in the world. This college is not a collection of building or even of people. It is a cauldron where one can throw in the ingredients of some hard work, a tad of skill, a great deal of time, a magic mixture which can transfer your life into anything you want it to be. So now I'd like to introduce our Dean Madam, Dr. Cheriben Kesha. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of values. That's true for our Dean Madam. Madam is dynamic, visionary and always supportive to all. Madam is professor and the head of Department of Pathology of this institute, and she had vast teaching experience of more than 35 years. I request Madam to welcome and bless the new entrants.
morning, everyone. On behalf of Srimati NHL Municipal Medical College, I welcome you all and congratulate you all and your parents for getting admission in this prestigious institution. It is one of the oldest institution teaching undergraduates, postgraduates and super specialties, and bring out legendary doctors and expert doctors when they come out of the institution. Srimati NHL Municipal Medical College is affiliated with Gujarat University, and there are 3 hospitals affiliated with it. Those are SVP Hospital, Shardaben Hospital and Nagri Hospital. Now talking about our institute, it started in 1963 by donation given by Srimati Nathiba Hargovandas Lakshmichand, NHL. She gave donation of 14.25 lakhs only, by which this college started. And it was inaugurated by Sri Morarji Bhai Desai in 1963. So many a times it happens that we study but we don't know what is the meaning of the emblem of our institute. So here I want to make it clear. This is the logo of NHL Municipal Medical College. It indicates, it has a meaning. So it was devised again by Morarji Bhai Desai, he was the founder. The center 3 gates, they indicate અમદાવાદના 3 દરવાજા બધાને જ ખબર હશે. So those 3 gates are depicted and artificially carved in the wooden arch, which symbolizes the Toran. And this Toran is the rich, indicates the rich cultural heritage of our city. આપણા એરપોર્ટ પર પણ આપણે જોઈએ છે કે આપણું કલ્ચરલ હેરિટેજના ફોટોઝને બધું લગાવ્યું હોય છે. So these 3 gates are the Toran. The swastik in the center, it is a symbol of well-being. કે ભાઈ તમે મેડિકલમાં એડમિશન લઈ રહ્યા છો તો તમે you will work for the well-being of the human life and humanity. So that is a symbol of well-being, signifying that the dominant thought in the mind of the doctor should be the welfare of the patients. Retort is a coconut symbol which you might not see or clearly not see, but it is a magical process of transformation. See, once, as Dr. Kanan Madam said, once you have got admission, there will be a magical transformation in your personality. You will be seeing totally new version of yourself within 2 years. So it is a magical transformation which you get after entering our college. And this logo, it means lead our mind towards the auspicious and make them agile and ready to work. This is the meaning of the sentence written in the below part of the emblem, which is taken from the Rig Veda. So, as you study, you are supposed to know what is the meaning of the logo of NHL Municipal Medical College. Now, again coming to the institute, કેટલી બધી ઇન્સિક્યોરિટીઝ માંથી તમે પાસ થયા. એલન ભર્યું, આકાશ ભર્યું, બોથરા ભર્યું, આજે આટલા માર્ક્સ આવ્યા, કાલે આવ્યા, મળશે નહીં મળે, એક માર્ક્સ માટે તમે ગણતરીઓ કરી. So you will have worked very hard to get the admission in medical college. Now getting admission is not the only goal. જે ખરી શરૂઆત છે એ હવે જ થાય છે, because you people are going to deal with a human life. And serving humanity is the greatest service. So you have to be very clear in your mind that your attitudes towards the patient should be full of empathy and humanity. So as and when you start learning the things, we will be teaching you some ATCOM, like how you will behave with the patients, how will you behave with the relatives. Those things will also be taught to you. But getting admission in medical is not the only achievement. Real achievement will be when you study the things and treat your patients with real empathy and humanity. Coming to our institute or our subjects, first MBBS is a normal things which you are going to study. Anatomy, you are going to study the normal structures of the body. Physiology, you are going to study the normal functioning of the various structures of the body. And biochemistry, you are going to study the chemical changes which are occurring in our body. So the first MBBS is totally normal MBBS. Second MBBS starts with the pathology, microbiology and pharmacology. Pathology means whatever normal you have studied, what are the things, suppose typhoid થયો તો એમાં શું ચેન્જીસ થાય છે જે નોર્મલ વસ્તુ તમે ભણ્યા છો એમાં શું એવા ચેન્જીસ થાય છે કે જેથી તમે એને ટાઇફોઇડ કહી શકો છો ઓર મેલેરિયા કહી શકો છો. So that is pathology. Microbiology is various organisms infecting the body. COVID is the latest example of that. And pharmacology deals with the drugs used in treating all these pathologies and microbiological infections. Third MBBS divided in two parts. Third first will be PSM and forensic medicine. Forensic medicine it deals with the medical legal aspects of the medical field. તમને એવી ખબર પડવી જોઈએ કે આ કરવાથી મેડિકો લીગલ એસ્પેક્ટ આવે આમાં. That will be taught to you. PSM again very important, statistics, epidemics બધું જ અંદર આવે કવર કરે લોકો કે ક્યાં કેટલું ચાલી રહ્યું છે, શું ચાલી રહ્યું છે, ડેટા કલેક્શન. So all this is dealt in PSM department. And final first, that is second, third part second, it deals with all clinical subjects, that is medicine, gynecology, pediatrics, surgery, all clinical branches. Of course, you will be exposed right from the day one to the clinical branches, but these are the subjects you are going to appear for exam in final MBBS. Your dealing with the patients will start right from first MBBS. Apart from that, NMC has introduced family adoption program. એટલે અમે તમને વિલેજ લઈ જઈશું. દરેક સ્ટુડન્ટને એક ફેમિલી અથવા ટુ ફેમિલીઝ, three families are adopted by a student. એટલે that student will follow those families till they pass out. એ ફેમિલીમાં કોઈને હાઇપરટેન્શન થયું, ડાયાબિટીસ થયું તો એ ફર્સ્ટ MBBSથી છોકરો જાણતો હોય કે આ ફેમિલીમાં આ ચેન્જીસ થતા આવ્યા છે. સો દેટ ઇઝ અ મેજર પ્રોગ્રામ અને એ રીતે રૂરલ એરિયામાં પણ આપણે કવર કરતા જઈશું લોકોને. Then there is a mentor-mentee program. હવે જે મેં સબ્જેક્ટ્સ કહ્યા તમને એ બધા સબ્જેક્ટ્સના the teachers are very expert here, having lot of experience. They will guide you in all the ways. તમને not only in the subject, if you are having any moral, you need any moral support or you are facing any other problem, you be free to go to your teachers. Our teachers, though very well experienced, are very young at heart like you. So they will be dealing with you in your way. And this is included in mentor-mentee program. Each teacher will be given 5 students. And those 5 students will regularly meet the mentor, the teacher who is allotted to you, and talk the problems. Now this is to be taken very seriously. કારણ કે ઘણીવાર શું થાય છે, શરૂઆતમાં છોકરાઓ આવે અને પછી they stop coming. But even if you don't have any problem, just meet your mentor, just talk to them and say, oh, everything is okay madam or sir. So mentor-mentee program is also very important. So please participate regularly in that program also. Now when talking about all these, we can never forget our parents. Parents જેની આપણને ખબર પણ નથી હોતી કે unknowingly કેટલું આપણી પાછળ એ લોકોએ sacrifice કર્યું છે. They are your cook, they are your drivers, they are your financials, they are your alarm clock. શું નથી એ લોકો. And we never know what are the things they are going to make us study. So I tell everybody, please respect your parents and give them proper respect. Unless and until you don't see a smile on the face of your parent, you are not successful. However successful you become in the life, you should make your parents smile. Only then you are a successful person. So I welcome you all again in this institute. I hope you people will serve humanity and empathetically treat the patients and learn and become a very good doctors and good NHLite. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for your kind and informative words. NHL is unique in a way as we believe that every student is capable of reaching their full potential, and we will do our best to support and motivate you to do so. We like to felicitate meritorious students, and we think that the beauty of all things lies in your ability to appreciate them. So we have selected top 3 meritorious students for the felicitation, and I request Dean Madam, Dr. Yogendra Modi sir, Dr. Tushar Lakhia sir to please come on the stage to felicitate the students. So first I like to call Patel Vanisha. According to the merit, she is the first to take admission in the NHL. These are only few books. Lakshya Shah. Hamza Mania. All these prizes are sponsored by JP Publication and Elsevier Publications. So we are very much thankful to them as well. Thank you, madam. All of you know that white coat, which is a symbol of this noble profession, and we have given it to you at the time of registration, which is sponsored by NHL Alumni Association. Here with us, we have Dr. Yogendra Modi sir and Dr. Tushar Lakhia sir. They are from the this alumni associations, and I like to introduce Dr. Yogendra Modi sir. Sir is surgeon by profession, and sir is ex-superintendent of the NG hospital as well as of the Shardaben hospital. Currently, sir is working as a dean of GCS Medical College and Research Center. Sir is treasurer of the NHL Alumni Association, and we are very much thankful to him for showing keen interest in providing white coat to the new entrants. I request sir to raise a new entrance and his works.
First of all, very good morning to all. Good morning. And heartiest congratulations to all fresher medicals. As we know, Dr. Cherisa, dynamic and enthusiastic dean of Srimati NHL Municipal Medical College, all the head of the departments, our Secretary of NHL Municipal Medical College Alumni Association, Dr. Senior Surgeon of Ahmedabad City, Dr. Tusharbhai Lakhia, all the head of the departments, and fresher medicals and proud parents of their children. This is the consecutive 7th white coat ceremony of NHL Municipal Medical College. It is a known fact that you have put in lots of efforts, hard work, and your parents also have contributed hugely in many ways to get your admission here in this premier medical institute. Give a big round of applause for you and your parents, as your parents also made many sacrifices. You have sleepless nights for your bright future, and today we can see that you got admission here in this medical profession. Always, as rightly said by our Dean, Dr. Chairman, always respect and remain grateful throughout your life to your parents, as parents always a well-wisher for their children. Now you are the students of medical school, member of a noble profession, where you can serve the patients and society at large. My heartiest congratulations to all of you for passing 12th standard with flying colors, and also NEET undergraduate exam for choosing this noble profession. Dear fresher medicos, NHL Alumni Association will give this white coat, that is an apron, to all the confirmed fresher medicos of NHL MMC. You all are welcome to this medical fraternity in this unique white coat ceremony, and we will like to invite you all to join all the activities of our NHL Municipal Medical College Alumni Association. Now onwards, you will wear this white coat. Thus, being a medical student, taking the first step will be symbolically expressed. You will wear your white coat as a symbol of purity, honesty, and trust. You will carry it with awareness of your professional privilege, but with the assurance that you will always use this privilege for the benefit of your patient and society at large. By choosing to study in the medical college, you have not only stepped into an important profession, but you have also stepped into a lifestyle. One that requires hard work under the difficult conditions, but one that is highly satisfying to your inner soul. Of course, your educational journey will not be limited to the 5.5 years, but it will continue after your graduation. We will always be with you throughout your entire journey. All that teaching faculties and all students are always welcome to initiate new ideas and to enlighten our NHL Municipal Medical College Alumni Association activities. Our goal is to contribute in continuous improvement in healthcare and makes a difference. I convey thanks to all the eminent and esteemed NHL alumni doctors for their august presence and their contribution. This really reflects their commitment and solidarity to the profession and association. With this bright hope, enthusiasm, and zeal to work for betterment of the medical fraternity, wishing you all a fruitful academic career ahead, I want to end my speech with one Sanskrit sloka, which every medical professional has to follow in his medical practice. Na tvaham kamye rajyam, na swargam na punarvam, kamye duktaptanam, praninam matrumasam. English version of this sloka is, may everybody be happy. May every one of us see to it that nobody suffers from any pain or sorrow. I do not ask for crown, nor I wish to be in heaven or reborn. I only want to alleviate the suffering of those people who are burning in the fire of sorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now we request Dr. Maharis Dole, sir, to introduce Dr. Tushar Lakhia, sir.
Good morning, everybody. It's difficult to introduce your teacher. And in our profession, still today, the student-teacher Lakhia sir joined this institute 1967. So both of us are still there. Very clearly speaking, Dr. Lakhia Sahib is not only a renowned surgeon, but he is a good blesser. Whenever we got stuck up, we always call him, even after the 20 years of the retirement. I am very much thankful to him. He has spent his not more than 35 to 40 years in a NHL Municipal Medical College, along with the department of the surgery. Not only the surgery, but all other things. In any part of the world you will go, you will find one of your family member, and that is NHLites. Just introducing to the sir is that what will happen. I was in 91 MS exam going. Sir was there in exam. I was confused. He just stand up and put his hand on my head. What's the problem? And that strikes me. I cleared my exam with the first. So this is the things of the blessings of the teacher. As Madam, Honorable Dean Madam has says, parents, next comes your teacher. And teacher-student tradition is still there. You go in any part of the world and say NHLite, whoever the senior will be, always bow to respect. So this is the shortest introduction of Lakhia Sahib. He is my teacher and I still respect him. I am going on respecting him. You should add up that particular attitude in your life. Sir has passed 40 years in our practice, in our fraternity. Thank you.
To place the students, please.
Respected Dean Madam, I will tell that she is mother of all of you. She really cares for you like mother. So take all the help from the mother, whether she scolds you or whether she supports you, but she will be always with you. Dr. Modi, my colleague, and the very dynamic dean and practicing academics in surgery and college, Dr. Yogendra Modi. All my colleagues, as my colleagues of past, present, and all teachers of the department, students and parents. I have only one introduction of myself, that I am the student of NHL. Now whatever somebody has told you right or wrong about me, whether it is going to matter or not, but you can definitely say that as an NHL student, you can definitely reach to what we have gained, or I wish you reach more than what we have gained. That is my wish. Secondly, I have only 2 or 3 principles in my mind when I was a student and then a resident and then teacher and now in practice, that as a student you always remember that you are going to treat your parents, relatives and teachers. So learn hard, whatever way you want. With the day one you feel that if I don't miss this, or I don't do this, I will miss something for my relatives. Because every step in all the years of life of medical, inside and outside the college, is very important. Secondly, all the teachers of medical college and all teachers I know, they have a basic feeling in their mind, irrespective of anything, that you want to make the students like a competent and capable of treating myself. Because I am not teaching with the interest of becoming popular. I am teaching and training you with the interest of self-interest of making you a competent enough to treat me when I need it. And when I need it, my colleagues will not be there. So the basic intention of all the teachers, whether it is known or unknown, but it is always this. And with that intention, they teach you. So with these things, I am passing my message that carry on to this. And lastly, our medical profession is a very dignified profession and it is a very noble profession. Now recently you must be hearing, seeing anything, talking about nonsense about the medical profession and doctors. Remember, it is not true. you have to remember that this is not true. You have a very noble profession and very dignified profession. Live with that proud and don't give up or give in anything. So this is what I feel, because I have seen the medical health services of other countries, whether it is UK, Canada, Australia or something. Welcome, Kirit. Kirit, welcome. Dr. Kirit Shah, Dr. Kirit Solanki is an ex-MP of Ahmedabad and my colleague. We have studied together in NHL. So this is the message that medical profession is the noble profession. It cannot be otherwise. And health system of all other countries, they are definitely, whatever they reach, they are below our standards. What a doctor of Indian origin does in India or outside, nobody else can do. So keep that up in mind and go ahead. Don't go down to anything and stay with your dignified head up and keep our head up. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. We are very much thankful again to the NHL Alumni Association, and we are asking keep showering blessings on the new buddies. White coat, which is respected well since so many decades, and wearing white coat makes you and your family feel proud. White coat expects altruism, duty, honor, responsibility, respect, compassion, and for the white coat ceremony, I like to welcome Dr. Kirit Solanki sir, Dean Madam, Dr. Yogendra Modi sir, Dr. Lathia sir, Dr. Bhavesh Dare sir, Dr. Jayashree Madam. Okay. So I like to invite Dr. Kirit Solanki sir, who is the ex-MP and sir is also professor in the Badilal Sarabhi General Hospital. Sir is with us to bless the new entrance. So I like to welcome sir, and sir please bless our students by your words. Please. Sir, please come on the stage and bless the students.
Good morning to everybody. Today I am remembering my students' days. When I got admission in medical, Tushar was my colleague, Dr. Tushar Lakhya, and we took the admission in 1969. In those period, there was no infrastructure of this college building, and there were sort of a rooms were there. They were not dignified. જે પ્રમાણે જે ઋષિ મુનિઓ ઝાડને નીચે ભણાવતા હતા એવા ઝાડના નીચે સિમેન્ટના છતવાળા અહીંયા રૂમ્સ હતા ને એમાં અમે લોકો ભણતા હતા. મેડિકલ કોલેજની અમારી લગભગ 6 બેચ હતી. 6 it was our 6th batch. 6 વર્ષ થયા હતા અને this was a new medical college. In entire Gujarat, there were only 5 medical college, and the seats strength was very less. The NHL Medical College started with only 100 seats. Nowadays it is 250 seats, I think. Same way in Vijay Medical and rest of the part of Gujarat also. So I am really, today I am thrilled because my granddaughter Krisha Kapadia has taken in the same medical college where I studied. This is a matter of proud for all family members, and particularly me as a grandfather to her. My another daughter has taken admission in Mumbai Medical. So two granddaughters are studying in the medical. It's a great thing. And our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji always says that we want to empower the females. And I think this is the glorious example of empowering the females, because the females are also in the equal strength for admission in medical and everything. So my colleagues, the Dean of GCS Medical College, Yogendra Bhai, Tushar Bhai, Dean of Madam, all teachers, many of the teachers I know by the names. My son-in-law, he is also Associate Professor in Anatomy, Dr. Divyesh, and everybody, I welcome it, and I congratulate you, and I can share that you are entering in such a noble profession. Not only you are earning here, but more than the earning, the service which you deliver to the poor people, to the ailing humanity is a wonderful satisfaction for this thing. Whether people are earning more than you, but the way you are rendering the services to the ailing humanity, the person who is coming in the agony, and if you make them clear, I think this is the best profession. Dr. Tushar was telling that throughout the world, throughout the globe, the Indian doctors are the respected doctors. And because though our clinical infrastructure is less than them, though we are having a less infrastructures and modern facility, but the clinical acumen which possess the medical professionals here is, I think, it is the highest thing. Because when we were studying here, in those periods, there was an honorary professorial procedure was there. The honorary doctor, then I was a student here, I became honorary professor in the same institute also, I was in BJ Medical College also. But one thing I can say, the teaching things, when we got entered into the medical in those days, in 1969, there was no good infrastructure. But our teachers, they were honorary teachers. They were getting the salary only 100 rupees per month. I repeat, you will surprise. I was also drawing only 100 rupees salary per month, and out of hundreds, we used to deliver each and every work of the hospital, whether it is a indoor round, whether it is a outdoor, whether it is a operating work, whether it is immersive work. And in those days, Vadinal Sarabe Hospital was such a popular hospital. I remember, in a night I used to attend 2 to 3 times in night for emergency. That was the glory of that subject. And teachers, they were doing their private practice. Honorary teachers, you will think how then they are drawing their money, but they used to do the practice. And this is the only profession in world where you are doing here, you are examining the patient with 0 fees, and he is examining the patient, same person is examining the patient outside in his consulting room with charging. This is the only profession in the world, and that was the practice here. Nowadays, it is all full-timer system. But I respect the full-timer system. But the honorary system, our teachers, they used to come after completion of their OPD. Their OPD was closed at 9 p.m. during the night, and then they used to come here. They used to take the lecture. The OPD was starting at 8:30 in those days. They used to come here at 7:30, and they used to teach us. So this is the profession. It's really a wonderful profession. And मेरे अगर मैं देखूं तो मैं स्टूडेंट भी यहाँ था, मैं सर्जन भी यहाँ से रहा और इस क्षेत्र ने, ये जो हम बैठे इस क्षेत्र ने मुझे देश की सर्वोच्च पंचायत यानी कि लोकसभा में सांसद के तौर पर भी भेजा है। तो आई एम दैट रियली वेरी फॉर्चुनेट पर्सन अमंग द फ्यू पीपल आई फील। और मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि द ट्रेनिंग विच यू गेट हियर, what is the infrastructure, whether it is a hi-fi or not, that is immaterial thing. But the training you will get here, that will be building your career, and you will sign out not into the Gujarat, not into the India, but globally you will sign out. And with this blessing, I conclude my speech. मैं आप सभी को हृदय से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ और ज्यादा धन्यवाद आपके माता पिता और आपके परिवार को लोगों को करना चाहता हूं कि किसी व्यक्ति को मेडिकल में एडमिशन के लिए माता पिता का कितना योगदान होता है और वो भी इस जमाने में कितना योगदान होता है। मैंने देखा है मेरी बेटी और मेरे दामाद को जो इसका लुक आफ्टर करने के लिए, इसीलिए एवरी पेरेंट्स आर डूइंग द सेम थिंग्स। आई सैल्यूट टू यू, आई कांग्रेचुलेट यू। और मैं चाहता हूं कि एक इतनी बड़ी नोबल प्रोफेशन है। डॉक्टर भावेश, ही वॉज माई को सर्जन, वी वर सर्जरी में हम साथ थे। और मैं आपको कहना चाहता हूं कि उस जमाने में डॉक्टर तुषार लाखिया, डॉक्टर योगेंद्र भाई, लेप्रोस्कोपिक सर्जरी, दैट इज द मिनिमल इन्वेसिव सर्जरी, it was newly introduced, and we were fortunate by attending the live operative workshop. We learned the minimal invasive surgery. We started doing here also, Dr. Lakhia, at that time he was in LG hospital. He started laparoscopic surgery in those days. Globally, the first operation was done in '89, and I think we had a conference in '92 or '93. So we were that advanced, and we introduced the laparoscopic surgery, not the basic laparoscopic surgery. We introduced the advanced laparoscopic surgery, and I remember one thing. I have given a dissertation subject to my student, and that is the laparoscopic hiatus hernia, Nissan's fundoplication. In those days, the dissertation regarding the Nissan's fundoplication, I think अभी कोई और हुआ है कि नहीं पता नहीं है, मगर in those days I carried out 20 surgery, and photographs and everything in the dissertation was taken from that thing. So this is a great institute. This institute is having its own image and its own name. I congratulate all of you newcomer students also, and I congratulate our teachers also, because teachers in NHL Medical College and the group hospitals are purely, they are the dedicated and they are pro students. Thank you very much. फिर से आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई करता हूँ।
For the white coat ceremony, I'd like to call only 5 students on the stage. First is Patel Venisha. Hamza Mania. तुषार सुखवानी. Shah Rushi. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. See, as I was saying, and he's a very experienced person, he said that it's a very wonderful profession as well as it's a noble profession. So doctors are always compared and equated next to the God. So now we will give you whatever the responsibilities I told you, the altruism and the responsibilities what we want to give you. That is in the form of oath. So for the oath, I like to invite Dr. Parul Shah. Madam is the professor and the head of obstetric and the gynecology department. Madam is also superintendent of Vadigal Sarabhai General Hospital. So I request Madam to come for the oath. And I request all the students to please stand up on their place. And oath is also there on the second last page of the brochure. We are going to display it over here as well. So whatever the madam speaks, you have to just repeat those words, right?
Good morning all, respected my senior sirs, teachers, my dean madam, my colleagues and friends. So we start with the Maharshi Charak Shapat. I will say and you will repeat. Okay? Ready? Let us display it on the board and then we start. So we start with Maharshi Charak Shapat. O Dvij, twice born. Start, students. Facing the east in presence of holy fire. And the learned people.
take the oath that during the period of study I shall live a life of self-control, piety and discipline, submitting myself to the Guru, teachers, with complete dedicated feeling. I shall act like a son or daughter for his or her welfare and happiness. My action shall be guarded, service oriented, and free from indiscipline and envy. In my dealings, I shall be patient, obedient, humble, constantly contemplative and calm. I shall aim my full efforts and ability towards the desired goal of my Guru. As a physician, in order to gain success and fame, and earn money, I shall always use my knowledge for the welfare of living mankind. I shall always be ready to help patients, even when I am extremely busy and tired. I shall not harm any patient for the sake of money or selfish gain. Nor shall I entertain a desire of other woman or man or wealth. Immorality should not figure even in my thoughts. My dress ought to be decent, yet impressive, and personality confidence inspiring. I shall always use sweet, pure, appropriate, pleasant, truthful, beneficial and polite words, and using my past experience, I shall act keeping in mind the time and the place. I shall constantly endeavor to accomplish the newest development of knowledge. I, especially a male doctor, shall treat a woman only in the presence of her husband and relative. When examining a patient, my discretion, attention and senses should be concentrated on the cure of the disease. I shall not make propaganda about the confidential matters regarding patients and their family. Though an authority on my subject, I shall not display my knowledge and skill egoistically. As it even near ones may feel insulted. So that's the end of Shapath. You all have taken this Shapath. Now we have to practice very politely and empathically with the patients. Thank you all. Thank you all my teachers. Thank you. A young man who graduated yesterday and stopped learning today will become uneducated tomorrow. In medical profession, the continuous learning is required to update your knowledge throughout the life. But right now, we have limited to the MBBS program. Our college is a place where all the members of the college are respected and valued. We are committed to providing excellent education to all of our students. I like to invite Dr. Supriya Malhotra. She is professor and head of Department of Pharmacology to give the bird eye view of the MBBS program.
I consider myself extremely fortunate to give you the overview for the college. Actually, this is always done by Dr. Anita, Professor and Head of Physiology. But today, the responsibility has been given to me, and I hope I can do justice to it. As we all know that this college was established in 1963, and the best part of this college is that it is situated within the city, and Dr. Kirit also mentioned about the glorious past it had. Many of the leading doctors of the city have pursued their MBBS and MD from Srimati NHL Medical College. So I would consider, you should consider yourself fortunate to be a part of it. I will be telling about the various facilities which we have in the college. I'll also tell about the new SVP Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Hospital, which is associated with the college. So we're just waiting for the PowerPoint to start because that is going to have certain pictures for your. So next please. Enough has been spoken about you being welcomed, and you are all important for us. It's not that you are just any batch which has joined. You are as important to us as we are important to you. So this is our college, the NHL Medical College with a very glorious history. Next please. So it was built in 1963 students, and these are the facilities which we are going to offer you. Lecture theatres 10, which includes halls and lecture halls. One of the halls in which you are sitting, you will be starting to sit here from Monday, and this hall will be dedicated to first MBBS teaching and learning. So you have to come here only on Monday. And we have other small lecture halls also. We have 2 examination halls on the 3rd floor, and those will be used for your examination. Then as per the new MMC criteria, every college has to have a skill lab. So we have a skill lab on the 1st floor, and you will be trained adequately in skill lab procedures before you are to go and perform certain procedures on the patients. And there is a simulation laboratory as well, which has the computers, and which various simulation procedures, various simulation phenomena in various subjects will be demonstrated to you. We also have a molecular laboratory which is taken care by the Department of Microbiology and Central Research Laboratory. So this institute has various research projects also which it is undertaking, and all the research projects have to be archived properly for all to see, so there is a central search lab for the same. The library is where the students would like to go. Of course, now you have your own reading material. Visits to the library have become lesser, but our libraries are well equipped and you can always use them. Last year we have also purchased certain learning management systems from Alzheimer's and ProQuest for you to use and to enhance the knowledge. Remember, we teachers are there, but ultimately all of you have to be self-learners. You yourself have to decide how much depth you need to attain towards your training in medical education. So the resources are available, the resources are limitless. It depends upon your interest how you can use them. I also know that you have also passed the NEET. NEET requires a lot of preparations and you have been preparing since last 2-3 years for NEET. And when you crack the NEET, you get a hospital or college of your choice. After the next year which follows, you become very complacent. Okay, let us relax for some time. We have put in a lot of efforts, let us relax. But it should be ensured by you that that relaxation doesn't lead to incomplete principles developed for the basic learning subjects of anatomy, biochemistry and physiology. Because they are the building blocks. So you cannot be poor in them or you cannot be average in them. Because unless you do not know physiology well, you will not be able to understand what is a pathology related to it. So remember, the subjects are interdependent on each other. So complacency should be till the level that it doesn't make you an average learner. Remember this thing. We have Central Library for over 24,000 books and hard copy are available. We might be having lot of soft resources, but what you read from hard copy is what a visual memory you take, and that needs to be encouraged. We are having a high-speed internet facility. AC reading hall. Sardine is very generous enough that faculty may not be having any AC rooms, but all students' reading rooms are AC. So this is for your comfort. And nothing we should take for granted. We should learn to appreciate each and everything out here. It might be a very old building which has not been renovated since many years, but that doesn't deter the spirit of learning from your end. Remember this one thing. You always feel, oh, what this type of building is, all a little bit broken, everything. It's a corporation-owned building, but the spirit and the heart is very much alive here. You will get good friends here. People are mingling, ready to accept people from other states. It may not be so in other institutes. And then we become a common NHL family. So it's a culture here, and you wish to continue this culture. The gymkhana is there where you can play table tennis and have a relaxation time with your colleagues. And we have been in the process of establishing the gymnasium for fitness and health, but that is in process, so we are working for it. Sometimes, the students only become the driving force for establishing something in college. So if you are very much interested that a lunch hour or hour prior to your later than your schedule you want to dedicate to fitness, you can always make yourself more proactive on it, and we will do the needful. Remember, the students are the main driving forces for us to get motivated, encouraged, and to do better. And we have a canteen. The canteen is little smaller in size, I agree to that. But NHL was earlier only 100 seats. Then it became 115, early 2000s. And in 2015 or 16, it fell to 250. So you will have some parking problems. You may won't have any space to sit sometimes at the canteen.
because everything is little small, prepared for 100. But you have to adjust and find out places where you can chill out and have your meals. And there are numerous such places. Okay. It's not as big as the BJ canteen, which starts and never gets to get over. We have a small square-shaped canteen, and where you can always have memories built up. So this is the simulation laboratory, and this is also one of the requirements of the National Medical Commission, because in the subject of pharmacology to which I belong, earlier the students were given animal experiments, like the intestines was isolated from the animal, effects of drugs were observed. But because of strict laws, we cannot use animals now for training purpose. So we have had those simulation experiments in which through the mouse and the click of the mouse you will dose the animal and you will get the response. Basically you have to understand what the response is. So these laboratories would be for that. So we are having those laboratories where, and yes, the skill lab which has about 131 mannequins, students for you to train and practice, and depending upon the phase you are, you will be getting exposure. Like in phase 2, your clinical teaching is going to start. So you very well know how to give an intradermal or an intravascular or an intravenous injection. You better know it first on the mannequin before you try to give to your patient. So these would be helping your practice. We will give you a hands-on practice, each and every student in batches, so that you are more confident for your later life. Remember, it is not the job of the nurse to give an injection. It should not be so that you have lost the confidence of giving an injection, or taking the IV line of a patient because you are just too busy ordering to the nurse. You should be prepared, and remember, whatever skills you imbibe, you should never forget them. Because you will be mastering, specializing, but basic skills you should always retain with you. There will be testing times in your family where you will have to use those skills before other people arrive. So be in the habit of giving an injection. Always be in the habit of taking an IV line, even if you are a doctor 30-35 years of age. You should never stop to catheterize, insertion of Ryle's tube. Everything, the basic skills you should never forget. Or that you wait later for a nurse to come from your hospital and give injection or insert the Ryle's tube. Your family has made you a doc which has a basic skill as well as all advanced skills. The basic skills should never be forgotten. Or even if they are not forgotten, you should never be underconfident in doing it. Because the first patient will be your family member, where they will be expecting skills from you. Remember, this includes the skill of cardiopulmonary resuscitation. And remember, skills as such which you need to practice always. It doesn't come with one practice. We are giving you training of BLS, but that is not sufficient. You have to continuously update it, continuously be at it, to be mastering the skill. Remember this. So this is just our attempt for teaching you certain skills. These are the part trainers, students. These are the, sorry, I switched it off. These are the part trainers. They are not full mannequins, but they are part trainers, as you can see. They are for learning the intravenous lines. They are for learning the intravenous lines. How to take the lines, etc. So this is the recent inspection which we had from the university, and we to demonstrate all the mannequins. So we have different type of mannequins. I told you even for children resuscitation, about 131 mannequins we are having. This is the central library. It should not be that the doors always remain closed. They should open for you and you should be inside. Don't bother, the residents won't disturb you. The faculties won't disturb you. You don't have to wish any faculty there coming because the sitting areas are separate. You can concentrate on your learning, remember. This you will be shown in the round later on. As I told you, we have 24,000 books and about 100 hard journals, hard copies, and many journals in our learning management system. We have just purchased 2 or 3 months back. And even the library has computers with internet. So don't, force your parents that we want a laptop urgently, we want this. Everything is available for the time being. This is the molecular laboratory students, and this is handled by the microbiology people. These are the examination and the lecture halls. And we did a very good job during the COVID era in the 2020, where along with the BJ Medical College and Hospital, our college was designated as a COVID tertiary care hospital under the government of Gujarat. So even, you were given duties. Suddenly the classes stopped. So what in the students of first and second year do? So the second year students were called by the institute after 1.5 months, because we thought it's going to go on, and they were engaged in testing the general population. They must have performed numerous rapid antigen testing. The students of second MBBS. First MBBS we didn't touch because we thought they don't have any clinical exposure, and that was a fact. But yes, the second MBBS were engaged for rapid antigen testing. They used to go at 9 o'clock and come back by 5, even later, to remote areas of Ahmedabad. And government did take care of them by giving them the remuneration. That was their first earning as a doctor. So this institute, along with the doctors, the resident doctors, the specialty doctors, they have really taken the risk of their lives and gone into the wards where severe patients were admitted. And after COVID, many realized that medicine is a profession which is recession-free, because all other professions had to stop. The film stars were sitting at home. The busiest of the busiest professionals were sitting at home, except for doctors. And many parents decided after that let us go for preparation for MBBS because it is recession free. And that is very obvious by the huge number of increase in the undergraduate NEET applications. I don't know, it was 25 lakh or something. I'm not knowing the exact figure. 3-4 years back it was 5 or 6 lakhs. And now it is 23 or 24 lakhs. So competition also is increasing. But we worry not of the competition. Because ultimately it will be the survival of the best. Survival of the fittest. It's going to be a market survival of the fittest. And remember, if you have joined medicine thinking that you will gain oodles of money, no, it is not the thing now. That was possible 15 years back when there were limited specialty seats of neurosurgery or rheumatology where patients thronged at a particular clinic. But now we have plenty. You will get a decent living, there will be a decent earning, but nothing overboard. Remember. And if it is overboard, that means you might be indulging in some non-ethical practices. Ultimately, everyone has to have a good sleep at the end of the day. So remember that. Money will be such that will make you comfortable, but it will not be out of board. I'm telling you the truth. Because when we got admitted, there were only 5 colleges in Gujarat, medical colleges. Now look at the number. 10 are in Ahmedabad and in and around. So many undergraduates. PG seats have also increased. So remember this thing. There's a problem of plenty. But that should not deter you from excelling in your field. So round the clock duties have been done by the students. Rapid antigen testing has been done. You know, students were visiting the families through the Sanjeevani van system, which was launched by the corporation. 104, 108 services were installed in which our colleagues only went. They decided, they did a triage depending upon the severity of the COVID patient. If he had a mild fever, he was supposed to be at home. But yes, any indication of breathlessness or a drop on pulse oximetry, he had to be triaged into a hospital. There were no beds available. There were no proposed medications which were effective. All the medications were repurposed. They were already available. They were just being trialed and error. Ultimately, it got proven that none of the medicines could have an effect on the mortality. But yes, during those testing times, all medicines were tried. If they would have been so effective, it would not have caused so much mortality. So we'll talk about that more later when we meet sometime. And vaccination, COVID vaccination was launched with a lot of pomp and show. The first vaccine taker from our college was Dr. Pratik sir. He was the dean at that point of time. He took the vaccine, although I was on the late people who took the vaccine towards the later part, because being from the drugs, I thought it might be contributing to some side effects, so we should wait. But yes, ultimately we also took it after 2 or 3 months of its launch. But yes, that was also a proper program, and that also the SVP has done marvelously well. Yeah. Fever OPD is running 24/7 at the time of COVID. Now let us come back to you, your path to MBBS. The first MBBS would have of 12 months. You will have now training for anatomy, physiology, biochemistry and community medicine. The family adoption program has been envisaged by the MMC so that all students adopt a family and they remain with the family for 5 years and you will be taken by the PSM department. Why I have debolded community medicine is that you will be examined for the university for anatomy, physiology and biochemistry in first year. So these are the 3 subjects for you which you have the university exam. Formative assessments you will have for all the subjects. The phase 2, that is second MBBS, that will be also of 12 months and you will have clinical rotations in the morning and you will be either sent to SVP or Shardaben or Nagari Hospital for your clinical posting, where you will learn to interact with patients and you will take their case histories, past histories, present histories. You will follow up those patients. There would be case discussions out there. Probably if you show to your teachers that you are interested, then they will get stimulated. Otherwise, everybody has their own portfolio of work. As if you really show that you are interested, then the output from the teacher is also going to be magnanimous. Right? Pathology, microbiology and pharmacology is what you will be assessed in the university, but your training for community medicine is going to continue and your training for forensic medicine is going to start, because it was observed that doctors don't have any legal information related to examination of the patient or management of the patient. So they have, made forensic medicine also longitudinal. Otherwise, it was earlier only in second MBBS, but now it crosses to second MBBS and third first also. So they have given more importance to forensic medicine. Good part is that you should know the legalities, and another good part is that forensic medicine as a subject is quite easy and quite interesting to understand also. You read one reading, you will have a 70% retention. And the topics are also a little interesting, so you will have this subject also for more than a year. And community medicine is going to continue and they will have group discussions, etc. related to problems in the community, they would take you to the urban centers. In the yellow buses, you might have noticed the yellow buses in the entrance, they are meant only for you. If we need it, then we have to take permission. No, we have to take permission from Dr. Aparajita. No, because those buses are meant for you. You are the ones for which those buses are there. If somebody else has to take it, they will have to take a due permission. So some things are exclusively for you in this institute. Remember, you are the center of attraction, not us. And then you go to the phase 3, and there have been some confusions and daily changes with NMC regarding the subject placement. But I did not change it because sometimes it might change again. But third MBBS part 1 and part 2 will have 12 months of part 1 and 18 months of part 2. Part 1 will have community medicine. Finally, examination is going to come for community medicine and forensic medicine. So you be prepared for that. Of course, you have read it to the year, so you'll be very well versed. And part 2 will have all major clinical subjects, which includes medicine, surgery, obstetric gynecology, pediatrics, Optal and ENT. Earlier it was in part 1, so we need to finalize it. By the time they come, we'll be finalizing it, and all other clinical subjects: psychiatry, dermatology, orthopedic, radiology, and anesthesiology. Remember, while you are studying here, there's a huge difference between what you are studying in your coaching institutes and what you are doing here. Here you will not be, observed on a daily basis. You might fall in short of your peers or something. You might develop some psychological issues also. So don't hesitate to consult. The psychiatric department of this institute is very friendly for the students. Don't hesitate to consult. Remember. As far as electives is concerned, it is still 3 years apart for you, but I'll just be showing it is regarding the exposure to a particular specialty which you want to take. When you are in your third MBBS, you'll have some inclination either for medicine or pediatrics. You might have inclination for pathology, radiology. So you can be taken, you can choose the elective based on your merit. And there you will receive a training of 15 days. 15 days for the clinical and 15 days for the paraclinical. So those electives, like earlier for electives we were going to the US because they were offering electives. They are basically observerships. But now NMC has made it compulsory for every student to think over his future, what he wants to do in future. So thereby the electives have been launched. So their essence is actually very scientific and true. So we must make full use of our electives. Think after third first, what is the subject you would like to graduate further? Think of it. And that thinking moment is still 3 years apart. So we'll go to the next slide. It is after third past one. The affiliated hospitals and training centers, we have our SVP hospital, and it's actually a big hospital, many floors, with a helipad on top. It was one of the corporation babies, and it's very dear to them. Every day in the newspaper you will feel that some efforts are being done to increase the number of patients at SVP. It is different from a civil hospital because civil hospital doesn't involve any expenditure on the part of the patient, but this has minimal expenditure. So initially in 2019 this hospital opened, 18 I think, and then there was COVID pandemic, so this hospital was a pure COVID hospital, all other OPDs shut down. And after the second wave of COVID in late 21, it was again open for general public, and our dean and superintendents and the policy makers are trying hard to increase the number of patients at SVP. Our doctors are dedicated enough, but because of the cost factor, it deters the patients to come in. Only in the paper today I read that they are also engaging several doctors from the city to admit their patients in SVP, where they will be visiting them twice. So the efforts are on for the policymakers. Good part of you is, which I have liked, it might be very laborious to have a paperless hospital. It is a paperless hospital, students. Every detail of the patient is entered in the system. You can retrieve the patient's details even after years the patient came. All patient records are available. The residents do complain that we have to type a lot, but once it is typed, it is permanent. Even anybody sues you for medical legal things are very clear that you did something which was required at the time of patients. So this paperless system, I think, is a vision of our ex-dean, Dr. Pankaj Patel. He always wanted that our hospital should be paperless. Of course, it is having some troubles because a lot of entries have to be done. But ultimately, the patient's records are at one place. Even you have to study a patient retrogradely, you can do it. So that way it is good. Another hospital is having decent number of patients as well. So nothing to worry regarding your training is concerned. There's another hospital which is Sharda Ben Hospital, and all faculties, they are divided. Half of them are at SVP, half of them are at Sharda Ben, and you will also get clinical postings there. It is placed little remotely from this place, around 7 kilometers, and it is also a place which is completely free for the corporation end, but you get a lot of patients you will get there, as in civil, so you get a good exposure. Only problem is you have to go there in second year and come back before 12 o'clock, because 12 o'clock your training for second MBBS subjects are going to begin. So it's all in all a hunky-dory ride for you. Remember, do not get, what focus you have, you should not lose your focus. And that's what I've already explained to you. And there's a particular special eye hospital, which is Nagri Eye Hospital, just half a kilometer from this premises. And there you will have opthal postings, and if you have some vision difficulties, you can go there because it has all the recent equipments and it has been newly constructed and it's a boon to the city. There are certain urban and rural health care centers, and one is at Sabarmati, USTC Sabarmati, where you will be taken for your community medicine postings, and rural health training center at Singharwa. And there is one at Jodhpur Gam also, which I have inserted. And this is the affiliated SVP hospital. We take an entry from here and take the exit from the other. You will also be doing that tomorrow. This is the nursing station. These pictures are actually taken in the morning itself because I didn't want old pictures. So our residents had gone there for data collection, so I told him to send it. So everything is very, looks like a private hospital. It's a very nicely built up hospital. Neat, clean, cool. Will not get that feeling if you go to civil hospital. Everything is neat and clean. So these are the wards, the general ward. Of course they are empty and we are strengthening the amount of patients. Yes, the intensive care has certain patients and they are all kind of full. This is the general OT. And this is the Sharda Ben Hospital, and this is located at Saraspur, Ahmedabad. So this is the daily attendance. It might have increased now, 1200 for Sharda Ben, and this is about the Sharda Ben Hospital because you should be well versed with this hospital as well. It's our sister concern. Okay. Much more machines, including MRI, scan machines, everything is available in SVP as well. This is the Nagri Hospital. It's a new building which has come up just last year. And it has all advanced facilities. It's considered to be a very good hospital for eye work. We'll get the necessary postings there, and the faculty out there are pretty dedicated to teach you. They're very pretty dedicated. There's a cornea bank also, eye bank also, everything which is required for a tertiary care hospital. This is the Urban Health Training Center, Jodhpur Gam. I made Gam so that Jodhpur should not be confused with the place in Rajasthan. There's a Jodhpur Gam, which is around 5 kilometers from here. This is what you're talking about? Okay. No, that's what I said, Jodhpur Gam of Ahmedabad. Yeah. So I added Gam so that it doesn't look as a place in Rajasthan. Right? That's right. As far as the achievements of NHL are concerned, there are so many, I can't tell you. Academic as well as non-academic. In non-academic, which will interest you further, they do very good, programs, student programs, entertaining programs, talent shows. Sitting on the audience side, I feel that these students are so talented. And we unnecessarily underestimate them, looking into their performance sometimes. We shouldn't do that. They can play such good nukkad nataks, sensitize the public, speaking so loudly in nukkad natak. They don't need a mic. So these are all the things which I have appreciated over the years in students of NHL. They give due respect to their teachers, invite them 10 times for their functions, and they really take care of us as well. So as far as academics is concerned, specialization in 21 branches, all the specialties, super specialization in 8 branches, 2 more are under consideration, that is urology as well as rheumatology, they are under consideration. First in starting the co-curricular, extracurricular, Ahmedabad Medical Conference it is called for undergraduates, where you can present your work, present your research studies. A platform is given in the college itself, you don't have to go out anywhere, and it's a home ground, so whatever performance you do is good for your confidence development. Adrenaline is the festival, it's called Adrenaline. This year it was called Celicia. They changed the name, I think the brains are working, and the name was changed with certain things in mind. Adrenaline, it was there from 2013 or 11 to 2016, and then it became Celicia. So the brains are working. I wonder why they have changed it, but I think that the important brains are working on that direction, so change the name. That should be accepted. The curriculum also has changed from traditional to curriculum competency based, and that is why we have introduced the skill labs, we have introduced the electives. We will be introducing the foundation course, where many lectures are based on how you should behave with the patient, because that's very important. More than half of the litigations will go away if you talk properly to the patient. Give him the time. Don't give a reaction to many of his or her questions. Learn to be patient. Remember, a patient is always troubled. So don't be an additional cause for trouble for them. They will react badly. Remember that. Okay, and all those modules, the attitudinal and communication module, which is the ATCOM. Now this, I think, is one of the starking achievements of our institute. Because if you have to teach the medical students, you have to learn how to teach. Everybody is not a born teacher or a trainer. So our college was earlier a regional center under MCI for training of faculty members as how to teach. They performed well for the next 5 years, and then NMC selected them to be a nodal center. All the colleges in and out are jealous that why NHL is a nodal center and why not us. So that is because of the efforts which have been put up by the faculty. There have been 15 advanced course workshops for trainers, how to teach, how to take a large group session, how to take a small group session, how to teach the communication skills. You can't play in a lecture, you should communicate properly. You should have to play a role as how a person is communicating. That's a role play. So different type of competencies would need different teaching learning methods. And that's what I learned from there. That lecturing is not the only thing of you being defined as a teacher. You have to go close to the student. This is for us I'm talking about. You have to go close to the student. You have to be a mentor rather than an authority. The lines of being our teachers, we always remember, I visited our HOD forensic medicine's office only once during my tenure. And that also I felt my internals were not so much as what I would have get. There was a calculation mistake, so I had to see the HOD. Because I had to do it. But now, you can always approach any one of us with any of your problems. We are ready to help. So those lines have to be diluted. We don't ourselves consider an authority. Of course, rules and regulations are important, but we are not having an authoritarian approach, which MMC has envisaged to be changed. Not only we are having the advanced courses, but we are also having the basic courses in medical education to how to teach. And this is the herbal space created by Dr. Anita ma'am. She's HOD Physiology. Actually, she was to speak today, but I got the chance because she's having some throat trouble. So, the space has been made by her. She has envisioned the space, and it contains all the Ayurvedic plants. We always say we are into allopathy, what's Ayurveda going to do? But remember, many of the drugs are plant sources. Digoxin is from plant, the drug for heart failure. The drug we use for to constrict the pupil, pilocarpine, is obtained from plants. Insulin till now was obtained from animals, of course, we are here for plants. Drug for gout, which is colchicine, is obtained from plants. Aspirin, which we use for rheumatic diseases and which we remove or use for fevers, is obtained from the bark of willow. You have the willow bark? Willow bark. Now it is synthesized as aspirin synthetically, but earlier it was obtained from the willow bark. The drug for malaria, which is quinine, is obtained from the bark of cinchona. So we can't underplay the importance of these plants. So that is why we have had you must contribute to your herbal garden. You know, this is something which you will do apart from your academics. It will give you a sense of fulfillment, and that is what the person wants at the end of the day. Tree plantation is organized on 5th June, being the World Environment Day, so you should participate. And this is our website, which will contain all the information regarding faculties, regarding the administration, students' information, everything will be available to you on the website. So that is the website. We do update it from time to time. There's an anti-ragging committee as well, because nowadays ragging is not tolerated at all. It is a punishable offense, and we should not indulge. This should be conveyed to your seniors, not to you, because you are the people who... But yes, if there's some problem, you can always contact the anti-ragging committee, headed by Cherry Madam. She's the dean. She'll listen to you, very approachable. So remember, in case of unforeseen circumstances, we can always approach. Don't consider yourself that nobody will help him. There are people who will help you. There's a gender harassment committee as well. Member secretary is Dr. Kanan ma'am. Lot of debates and discussions are also organized from time to time, which you will learn through when you are doing your undergraduation. PG residents become part of it, interns become part of it, and the students also become part of it. So a lot of curricular activities are planned, and this was, I was talking about the CME programs which are conducted from time to time. And this is the extracurricular activities. Earlier it was called adrenaline, now it is called Celicia. So names will keep on changing, but the essence will not change. The students are given off for about a week to participate in whatever activities they want. Rangoli competition is there. And then you call us as judges. We feel that we are not judge for Rangoli. If you have to be a judge, you have to do that skill first. But you insist so much that we have to become judges. Although we are not qualified for that for judges. We are here to judge you for your exam performance. But yes, you request, so we say yes. This was some old pictures, and maybe when you do, we'll have some more pictures. Yeah. One of the last things is Dr. Shivani Bhatt. She was a very meritorious student of 2015 batch, and She cleared USMLE. She was doing very well throughout. She was overall a very good personality, as you can see in her picture. And she had gone to US after finishing her steps, step 1 and step 2, and unfortunately there she met with an accident, and it was an intelligent life cut short. But her parents wanted her to live, so they introduced the Dr. Shivani Bhatt Charitable Foundation, which they have created, and they will give one award to the best outstanding student, and that award will be given after you finish your third MBBS, looking into all your performances, curricular, extracurricular. So that award will be given to you. It has already been given to 2 or 3 students up till now. Yeah. At the time of your convocation, when you are graduating, this is Shivani Bhatt. I remember her sitting in the class. That was a trophy for the most outstanding students. Remember, of course, we give the trophy to outstanding students, but I feel every student is outstanding in some way or the other. Some are very good at communication, some are good to go into depths of their subject, so much so that they will puzzle and question the teacher. And the teacher will feel what he or she has read the entire year, this question she or he never thought about. So every one of you are outstanding, yes, but by the official figures who become outstanding, they are given that award. And I again thank you. I think I took a little more time. Yeah, and we heartily extend our warmest wishes to all of you. Thank you so much for the patient listening. Thank you, sir. And now we can learn in Gujarati also. You can speak in Gujarati for your vivas and all, because now NMC says that even the vernacular language is allowed. So don't feel that you have to speak in English also. You can speak in any language which you are comfortable.
Thank you, madam, for such a nice information. See, I am feeling very much proud that I am part of this institute. And we have a strong focus on the academic excellence, and we all strive to create a safe and inspiring learning environment. We have high expectation of our students, and we will provide you with necessary resources and guidance to help you achieve your best. Whatever difficulties you come to your journey during NHL, we will help you to overcome it. But you have to follow certain rules and regulations. And we have some regulations from our institute, as well as a few of the regulations, they are also guided by the MMC. So to have an idea of these rules and regulations, I like to invite Dr. Aparajita Shukla. She is professor and head of the Department of Community Medicine. So all of you please listen it carefully, right? Good morning. I'm here to share with you the rules and regulations that are formed by our statutory body, National Medical Commission. In the document, curriculum document, which keeps on revising time to time, these rules and regulations also keep on changing to some extent. So what I have taken from the document is from the document, the most recent document that is meant for the batch of 2024, that is your batch. So I would suggest that later on you should also go through the documents, curriculum documents are available on the NMC websites. And for the ease or convenience, some of the rules regulations are printed in your brochure also. So if you wish, you can keep that page of rules and regulations open while we are understanding the rules and regulations. I'll go through, there is no presentation. I'll go through the main rules and regulations as they are mentioned in the NMC document. Our institute abides by those rules and regulations which are formulated by NMC. So, in general, there are rules which are written rules or explicit rules, and then there are unwritten or hidden rules or implicit rules that we individually should be following. So first we'll talk about the written or explicit rules that are there for us. Of course there are certain rules for teachers also, but we are not going to focus on that right now. So the first rules and regulations begin with the foundation course. So you will have the first 15 days of your college as foundation course, the first 2 weeks. You have to have a separate minimum 75% mandatory attendance in foundation course also. So your daily attendances will be marked individual for each and every individual student, and it will be ensured that you have at least 75% attendance in foundation course. These are some mandatory requirements. Then there is a mentor-mentee program. So you are the mentees or the students who need mentoring or some kind of guidance from your mentors, and we will be your mentors. And for every phase that you pass through from first year to second year, the mentors may change or they may remain same depending on the situation. So again, attending the mentor, as our previous speakers, Dean, Madam and all have also mentioned, you have to attend these mentor-mentee meetings as and when required. Right? So they are not a burden on you. We have, right now what we have is at least one meeting in 2 months. And plus as and when you need mentors. So that is the minimum requirement for mentor-mentee program right now. Then there is a mention about logbook or a journal or a record book, whatever you call. So for each and every subject that you will learn, there will be a separate logbook or a journal or a record book. There will be a separate journal for logbook for family adoption program. It is now part of our subject journal, the community medicine, but a separate segment of family adoption program which starts from first year is there in that journal. So you have to fill that book and get it checked, approved regularly. And that goes for each and every subject that you learn time to time. There is a separate logbook for electives also. Electives, as I said, though it is a subject that you will choose on your own choice or your own preference, but it is a mandatory elective. So a logbook or some kind of entry record will be entered by you and will be approved by the concerned faculty. Then there is a rule of eligibility to appear in university exams. So when you will be eligible to take the final university exam of that year, say first MBBS, second MBBS, etc. So first eligibility criteria is attendance. So it is mentioned in the NMC and we also abide by that, is that you need at least 75% attendance in theory classes and 80% attendance in all practical classes of that subject. So it is not that once in a day you do a biometric attendance in the NMC devices. For each and every class, a separate attendance will be taken. 80% attendance in family adoption program is also mandatory. Over and above 75 in theories, 80 in practical of a given subject. 80% attendance in family adoption program is mandatory. 75% attendance separately in ATCOM sessions is also mandatory. ATCOM is Attitude, Ethics and Communication sessions, which are separately designed by NMC, and we will take as a separate session from a little bit different from your regular classes of a given subject. In second MBBS onwards, in morning sessions, you will be posted in different clinical subjects. It is called as clinical posting. So for say 4 weeks in medicine, 2 weeks in radiology, for example. So there are major clinical subjects and allied subjects. So major clinical subjects include medicine, general surgery, gynecology, pediatrics. But then there are certain allied subjects. Say orthopedics is an allied subject of general surgery. So all other surgical subjects are part of or allied to general surgery. So they are called as surgery and allied subjects.
But as far as attendance is concerned, you need separate 75% in theory and 80% in practical in allied subject postings and classes also. So it is not that you have 100% attendance in general surgery theory and classes. It's okay not to have minimum requirement in, say, orthopedics. It will not work. When you are posted exclusively in orthopedics, you will need 75% plus 80 in ortho also. Right? So that is the first criteria of attendance. The first eligibility criteria of attendance to be eligible to take university exam for that particular MBBS year. Then the second criteria is your internal assessment marks. Second eligibility criteria is your internal assessment marks. So depending on the subject that you are learning, the particular subject may assess you on day-to-day basis or on regular basis. Maybe during postings, they may ask you to present cases and then they will mark something on how you present, how you discuss the case like that. Or they may have some periodic exams. The periodic exams may be in form of theory exams, say MCQ or some short note type of exams. And then there will be clinical posting, term ending exams. So it is mandatory to take all these exams as and when a subject announces any kind of exam. And some weightage of the marks that you score in those exams will be carried towards the final internal marks. So all these formative exams, even though they are formative, they are helpful for you to improve your performance. At the same time, they will carry some weightage towards your final internal score. I hope you get the point, right? So this will be again explained to you once your particular subjects they start. So they will tell about all the rules, regulations pertaining to their own subjects as and when a subject is introduced to you. But in general, you will have to have some minimum score of internal marks to take or be eligible for your final university exam. And this minimum weightage of internal marks is 50% internal marks. So if your, say, general surgery subject has got 100 marks in theory, internal, and 100 internal in practical, you have to have out of 200 at least 100 marks. So 100 theory plus 100 practical, 200 total, at least you should have 100. But in separate sections of 100 theory and 100 practical, you should have at least 40%. So if you have 40 marks, 40 internal marks in the theory for general surgery, you have to have 60 marks in practicals, which is a summation or accumulation of all small exams that you would have taken. So it has to be 40 plus 60. You can't have less than 40 marks. Even 39 marks in one side will not work. So at least 40 marks on one side, that will be compensated by 60 marks on the other side, so theory and practical, and combined out of 200, at least 100 you should have. So minimum 50% of the internal marks you should have. You have to be eligible for your university exam for that subject. But there is a provision of remedial measures in this situation. If there are, for genuine reasons, some students fail to score the minimum requirement, looking at the genuinity of the case, remedial measures may be offered. The remedial measures will be in form of extra classes or some extra sessions in clinics or theory by the concerned subject. But the remedial measures will be offered to the students who have scored more than 60% attendance. So if the student has less than 60% attendance, again they are not eligible for remedial measures. And these remedial measures will be offered after university exam. So I'm sure you know the pattern of exams, university exams now. We have a supplementary exam after the university exam. So if some student is not able to appear or is absent in university exam or fails in university exam, in a short span of 6 weeks to 2 months, there will be another exam, a supplementary exam for the same subjects. And the student will be given a chance to clear that subject so that he can join the same batch. Right? So after the university and before the supplementary, these remedial measures will be offered. Right? So you have to be careful that you don't need remedial measures, because the first chance you will miss of taking the university exam along with your other batchmates. So if you fall short of attendance or internal marks, you will lose a chance to appear in your regular university exam. Then the only resort to you is your supplementary exam, even when you are for some genuine reason you have missed. Okay? And this time MMC has made it very clear that remedial measures have to be offered to only those students who have 60% or more attendance. They have less, say 75% से कम है, but 60 से कम तो बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. उन्हीं को remedial measure होगा. If you have even less than 60%, you have to wait for 1 year. And you have to join your next junior batch. So this is very clear now in the 2024 batch NMC document. So these are the written rules as mentioned in NMC document as well as in your brochure. Please go through them later on and try to abide by them. It's not that we have to continue to force you to come and sit in the class, come and attend clinics. So that there comes the importance of the hidden rules or the unwritten rules. The rules that are internal, they come from inside of you, of discipline and regularity. So these are some unwritten rules that you yourself have to follow. And it includes regularity in attending all the sessions, teaching learning sessions, your appropriate conduct and behavior to everybody who comes across you. That makes it, that includes your classmates, your seniors, juniors, teachers, patients, relatives, even the other paramedic staff of the hospitals that you are visiting, and the other staffers of the departments. So appropriate conduct and behavior is also another unwritten rule, that your apron should always be there with you, a proper apron, right? Clean, unwrinkled apron should be there. Instruments as and when required should be there. You should give all the exams as and when asked. Logbook, you have to do logbook entry on regular basis. These are all rules that you yourself have to follow. And also another rule that you should follow for your own benefit is that seeking help. As again told by previous speakers, you should not refrain from seeking help as and when required. From your mentors, from your teachers, from your colleagues, from your seniors, in that order. I hope you get the point. You should also be regular in payment of your fees. Right? So these are some rules and regulations that I was asked to discuss with you. So please go through them again and again, and please seek help as and when you feel like. Thank you so much and good luck to all of you.
Thank you so much, Aparajitaben. So I know that most of you, not all of you, sorry. Most of you are dummy school generation. So, but you have to more be careful about the attendance. 75% attendance in the theory classes and 80% attendance in the practical classes in each subject. And we are very strict about this. And this is attendance and the internal marks. These are the very important eligibility criteria to appear in the university examination. So you have to be very careful. Parents also listen it very carefully. If your wards are not attending classes, and you have to be also on the watch of the students, please. So every student is expected to read and understand whatever the rules and regulations are mentioned in the brochure. Also, I request parents to go through the brochure and read the rules and regulations. I want to recite one poem, and it is from the class 5. and you might have studied. जो निकल कर बादलों की गोद से थी अभी एक बूंद कुछ आगे बढ़ी. एक बूंद means all of you. जो निकल कर बादलों की गोद से थी अभी एक बूंद कुछ आगे बढ़ी. सोचने फिर यही मन में लगी, आह क्यों घर छोड़कर मैं यूं बढ़ी. दैव मेरे भाग्य में है क्या बदा, दैव मेरे भाग्य में है क्या बदा, मैं बचूंगी या मिलूंगी धूल में, या जलूंगी गिर अंगारे पर किसी, चूं पड़ूंगी या कमल के फूल में. I know that all of you are confused like this. चूं पड़ बह गई उस काल कुछ ऐसी हवा, बह गई उस काल कुछ ऐसी हवा, वह समुंदर और आई अनमनी. एक सुंदर सीप का मुंह था खुला. NHL is always welcome you. So it's like एक सुंदर सीप का मुंह था खुला, वह उसी में जा पड़ी मोती बने. लोग यूं ही है झिझकते सोचते, जबकि उनको छोड़ना पड़ता है घर, किंतु घर का छोड़ना अक्सर उन्हें बूंद लो कुछ और ही देता है घर, बूंद लो कुछ और ही देता है घर. So we wishes you all the best, and we are expecting that all of you are going to be a very good, respectable doctor, and also a very good human beings. So it is our responsibility to ensure that you understand your responsibility to work continuously for the creation of India inhabited by peace-loving, capable and cultured people. The NHL team shall always be proactively engaged to support you in your resolve to bring glory to this college, to your parents, and most importantly, to all of you. We can understand your anxiety as parents and as students, especially those who are opting for the hostels. For the smooth running of your stay in the hostel, I like to invite Dr. Karan Shah, the Assistant Professor in Department of Pharmacology and also a member of Hostel Committee, to say some rules and regulations about the hostels.
So, good morning everyone. આ 5-7 મિનિટ છે એ ખાલી સ્ટુડન્ટ માટે નથી. સો જે પણ પેરેન્ટ્સ યુટ્યુબના માધ્યમથી જોઈ રહ્યા છે પોતાના ઘરે અથવા તો ઉપરના હોલમાં જે બેઠેલા છે હોલ બીમાં, I would like you to please be attentive for this 5 to 7 minutes. તમારામાંથી ઘણા બધા એવા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ હશે who will be staying in hostel, અને ઘણા બધા એવા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ હશે કે જે અમદાવાદથી ઘણા દૂરથી આવતા હશે. Many of the students must have been coming to the hostel for the first time, અને પેરેન્ટ્સ માટે પણ કદાચ એમનાથી આટલું દૂર આટલા લાંબા ટાઈમ માટે છોકરું રહે એ ફર્સ્ટ ટાઈમ હશે. સો ધ ગુડ પાર્ટ ઇઝ તમારી જે હોસ્ટેલ છે NHLમાં, ઇટ ઇઝ વન ઓફ ધી બેસ્ટ હોસ્ટેલ્સ અક્રોસ ઇન્ડિયા. આઈ એમ શ્યોર જે લોકોએ હોસ્ટેલ જોઈ હશે એમને ખ્યાલ હશે. અધર મેડિકલ કોલેજ ઓર ઇવન એની અધર કોલેજની હોસ્ટેલ આટલી સારી નથી હોતી. ઇવન આપણી પણ પહેલાંની હોસ્ટેલ હતી. આઈ હેવ સ્ટડીડ ફ્રોમ ધ સેમ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યૂટ 2010 બેચ, and I have been to hostel only. So you are lucky enough to get very good infrastructure wise hostel. All the people, I mean all the students opting for hostel, તમને એક rules ને regulation for hostel કરીને પેજ આપવામાં આવશે, અથવા તો તમારા ગ્રુપ ઉપર આની સોફ્ટ કોપી ઓલરેડી ઇટ ઇઝ ધેર. So all the parents and students, you are requested to go through the rules. આ બધા written rules છે. As the previous speaker said that some rules are written, some are not written, but you have to understand. So આ બધા જ rules, please go through the rules. These are very general rules which are there in every hostels across India.
પણ આના સિવાય 2-3 વસ્તુઓ મારે એ કહેવી છે, સ્પેશિયલી ફોર ધ પેરેન્ટ્સ એન્ડ ધ સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ. જ્યારે પણ બાળકો નાના હોય ને ત્યારે કંઈ પણ વધારે તોફાન કરે તો પેરેન્ટ્સ એમને શું કહે કે જો બહુ તોફાન કરીશ તો હોસ્ટેલમાં મૂકી દઈશ. એટલીસ્ટ ઇન અવર જનરેશન ઇટ વોઝ લાઈક ધેટ. સો યુ નીડ ટુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ એઝ અ સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ કે આ તમારું ઘર નથી અને આ હોટલ પણ નથી. યુ આર ગિવન અ વેરી ગુડ હોસ્ટેલ વિથ ઓલ ધ ફેસિલિટીઝ, પણ અલ્ટિમેટલી એ હોસ્ટેલ છે. સો તમારે પણ કોમ્પ્રોમાઇઝ કરવા પડશે. તમે જેની પણ જોડે રહેશો, જે પણ રૂમ પાર્ટનર હશે, લાઈફમાં ફર્સ્ટ ટાઈમ તમારી જોડે રહેતા હશે, ઘણી બધી વાર એવું થશે કે તમે દિવસે જાગી શકો, સવારે 6 વાગે ઉઠો. ઘણા લોકોની રાત 6 વાગે પડે. સો એક જણ હોય 11 વાગે સૂઈ જાય, 12 વાગે એનો રૂમ પાર્ટનર આવીને લાઇટ ચાલુ કરે કારણ કે રાત્રે વાંચવું પડે. સો એવી નાની નાની વસ્તુઓમાં યુ હેવ ટુ એડજસ્ટ. તમારે બંને કે ત્રણેય જે પણ હોય તે હેવ ટુ એડજસ્ટ વિથ ઈચ અધર. અધરવાઇઝ જે એકચ્યુઅલ એન્જોયેબલ મુમેન્ટ્સ છે હોસ્ટેલની, એ તમે નહીં એન્જોય કરી શકો. તમારા ભણવા પર એની અફેક્ટ થશે. એન્ડ ટ્રસ્ટ મી, માર્ક માય વર્ડ્સ, હોપફુલી હું અહીંયા જ છું. સો આફ્ટર 5.5 years આપણે મળીશું ને તમે કહેશો કે આ 5.5 વર્ષ આખી જિંદગી યાદ રહેશે, એસ્પેશિયલી ઇન હોસ્ટેલ. સો ટુ ધ પેરેન્ટ્સ ઓલ્સો, ઘણીવાર એવું થાય છે, અમારી જોડે પણ એવી કમ્પ્લેન્ટ્સ આવતી હોય છે કે ઘણી નાની વાત હોય પણ ના ફાવતું હોય, ઝઘડો થાય. સો પ્લીઝ બી બંને જે મેં તમને કીધું, પ્લીઝ બી અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડેબલ ટુ ઈચ અધર, તો તમારા માટે સારું રહેશે. બીજી વસ્તુ એ છે કે જ્યારે મેડિકલમાં લોકો દૂરથી ભણવા આવતા હોય છે, વી હેવ ઓબ્ઝર્વ ધેટ ધ કમ્યુનિકેશન વિથ પેરેન્ટ્સ ઇધર ઇન્ક્રીઝિસ અ લોટ ઓર ડિક્રીઝિસ અ લોટ. જે લોકો હોમસિક વધારે હોય, જે નેચર છે, થશે ઘણા બધાને. તમે આટલા વર્ષે પહેલી વાર જો ઘરની બહાર આવ્યા હશો તો પહેલા 10-15 દિવસ તકલીફ પડશે, નોર્મલ છે. તો એ ટાઈમમાં તમે દરરોજ પેરેન્ટ્સ જોડે વાત કરશો. ગુડ ટુ ધ ડેટા રિવોલ્યુશન, હવે આપણી જોડે વિડીયો કોલ પણ છે, અમારા વખતે નથી. અને ઘણા એવા લોકો હોય છે જે લોકો પેરેન્ટ્સ જોડે થોડા કટ ઓફ થઈ જાય છે. તો એવા સંજોગોમાં પેરેન્ટ્સને મારી ખાસ એવી એક રિક્વેસ્ટ છે કે પ્લીઝ be in touch with your children. Reason being કે હોસ્ટેલમાં આવ્યા છે, પોસિબલ છે કે ખરાબ સંગત થઈ શકે. We are here to check and we are randomly checking everything in every hostel. We have a dedicated rectors both for girls hostel as well as boys hostel, અને હોસ્ટેલ કમિટી પણ છે બંને. એ જે કમિટી છે એમાં ફેકલ્ટીઝ જ છે. We are there in the committee. But at the same time પેરેન્ટ્સની પણ એટલી રિસ્પોન્સિબિલિટી છે, because we cannot check 24/7 especially to all the students. એટલે પેરેન્ટ્સને પણ એ રિક્વેસ્ટ છે કે બી ઇન ટચ. ભલે જો MBBSમાં એટલું બિઝી નહીં હોય કે દિવસમાં એકવાર વાત બી ના થઈ શકે. એટલે જો તમારો શું કહેવાય, જો તમારા સન કે ડોટર એવું કહે કે આજે ટાઈમ જ નથી, ના એવું નથી. દિવસમાં એકવાર 5 મિનિટ કાઢો, ઘરે વાત કરો, સો યુ વિલ ફીલ લાઈક હોમ. અને મેં કીધું એ રીતે હોસ્ટેલ ઘર નથી, પણ ઘર એને તમે બનાવી શકશો આફ્ટર 15 days or month. સો આઈ થિંક ધેટ ઇઝ ઇટ ફ્રોમ માય સાઇડ. મારે ખાલી આટલું જ કહેવું હતું પેરેન્ટ્સને પણ કે જ્યારે કદાચ છોકરો કે છોકરી તમારો ફોન કરે કે મને નથી ફાવતું, આમ છે તેમ છે, તો બધું એનું ના સાંભળીને તમે એને સમજાવજો કે ભાઈ આ હોસ્ટેલ છે. આવું થાય, નાની મોટી વસ્તુ થાય હોસ્ટેલમાં, એને તો હોસ્ટેલ કહેવાય, બાકી પછી એને ઘર ના કહેવાય. અને લાસ્ટલી હોસ્ટેલના જે રૂલ્સ અહીંયા લખેલા છે, એવું થઈ શકે કે કોઈ એવો નેશનલ ઇવેન્ટ થાય કે સ્ટેટ ઇવેન્ટ થાય જેના લીધે આ રૂલ્સ ચેન્જ કરવા પડે. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ, હમણાં થોડા ટાઈમ પહેલાં તમને ખબર છે કે રાજકોટમાં ગેમિંગ ઝોનમાં આગ લાગી શોર્ટ સર્કિટના લીધે. સો એના પછી વી ઓલ્સો બીકેમ વેરી સ્ટ્રિક્ટ. ઇટ ઇઝ નોટ અલાઉડ ઓનલી ટુ કીપ એની ઇલેક્ટ્રિકલ ઇક્વિપમેન્ટ્સ, પણ અમે જે પણ નાના મોટા હતા વી હેડ ટુ ફોર્સ ધેમ આઉટ. તો ત્યારે પેરેન્ટ્સ સીધું અહીંયા કોઈ એલિગેશન અથવા તો આવે એની પહેલાં ખાલી એટલું ટ્રસ્ટ રાખજો કે જે પણ ડિસિઝન લેવાય છે હોસ્ટેલ માટે એ તમારા જ સન કે ડોટરની સેફટી માટે અથવા તો વેલફેર માટે લેવાય છે. સો વી આર હિયર ટુ ગાઈડ ધેમ, વી આર હિયર ટુ મેક ધેમ કમ્ફર્ટેબલ ઇન ધી હોસ્ટેલ. એટ ધ સેમ ટાઈમ પ્લીઝ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ દેટ સમ થિંગ્સ એઝ ઇટ ઇઝ નોટ યોર હોમ, ઇટ ઇઝ અ હોસ્ટેલ, સમ થિંગ્સ વિલ બી એન્ફોર્સ ટુ ધેમ, અને એટલે જ એને હોસ્ટેલ કહેવાય. સો આઈ હોપ આઈ એમ વેરી ક્લિયર. And still, if you have any issue, as I already told you, you are having rector as well as the whole committee at your disposal. Thank you.
queries or they have some questions, you can contact the rectors as well as the committee members, hostel committee members. And the students are knowing about the committee members, and you people have phone numbers of all the committee members. So you can contact them anytime. Right? So we are committed to help each student to develop into a responsible, educated and well-rounded individuals. We recognize the importance of extracurricular activities and encourage our students to take part in the variety of activities outside of the classroom. So we can believe the importance of building the strong relationship between you and your seniors, and your seniors are very much excited to welcome you all. So for that, I like to welcome Aradhana Vaghela. She is a student from the final year of this institute. She come here to welcome you all.
All right, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. A very good afternoon to one and all present here, and of course a very happy Navratri too. So how's Navratri going so far?
Very good.
Can I get more responses? Is everybody alive, sleeping, awake? How is Navratri going? Yes? Good? Good? Great. And this is a great time for you to start with your medical career too. So welcome to NHL. Congratulations on making it here. I'm sure most of you nurtured the dream of donning the white coat before you even knew how the word doctor was spelled. And your being here is a sign that you're going in the right direction. So applause for yourself. My name is Aradhana and I'm currently a final year student here at NHL MMC. That makes me a super senior. And it makes me extremely happy to see all you freshers launch into this whirlwind of a journey that becoming a doctor is. And as you stand here, poised at the very threshold of your medical careers, I've been invited to share some of the experience I've been fortunate enough to gain in the course of the last 3.5 years or so. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. And even as I'm in the middle of this long, winding journey towards becoming a clinical professional, I take this opportunity to reflect and share some of the things that I've learned along the way. I'm sure you're all very curious to catch a glimpse of what your future here looks like. College is that wonderful swath of time before you step into the real world. A space where you will get ample opportunities to grow, develop your skills, have fun, explore yourself, all in a safe and inclusive space. But being in medical school, it goes without saying, academics are of paramount importance. You just gave a grueling exam like NEET for which you had to study for over 2 years. Most of you are in the mood to kick back, relax, and just have the time of your lives. And you can have fun, you will. But just so you don't get overwhelmed, because medical college is a completely different animal, you must keep some things in mind. The syllabus is overwhelming. You will be guzzled with vast amounts of information and very little time to make sense of it. Try to keep pace throughout the year, as the professors will ask you to. But most of us are barely ever able to do that, so be prepared to work very, very hard near the end, especially when exams are around the corner. Do not be afraid to seek guidance from your seniors. They have experienced what you are going through, and thus they can tell you the best way to approach the situation. One of the best things I've found in NHL is the dynamic that I've shared with my seniors. People are usually apprehensive about ragging at medical college, but I think most of us here can say that we haven't faced anything of the sort. In fact, it is my seniors who have unfailingly helped me out through all these years up until now. You can talk to them about anything: academic guidance, homesickness, canteen recommendation, events, student organizations, opportunities, internships. They will always be there for you. The same applies for seeking help from your professors. We have a supportive and proactive faculty who will always be there to clarify any concerns that you may have. Additionally, our alumnus network speaks for itself. A lot of distinguished doctors and successful practitioners have stepped out of this college and spread their wings both inside Gujarat and outside of it. Several NHLites are studying abroad and putting the college on the international map, even in places like Harvard and Cleveland Clinic. So use this to your advantage to build strong connections, because these people are invaluable in your professional journey. They will go a long way in guiding you in your careers, whether you wish to stay here or to go abroad. Now, moving beyond academics, right? You want to know the cultural scene of the college. We have an annual gala called AMCON, or Adrenaline Medical Conference, which is like a highlight here at NHL.
with incredible speakers, cutting-edge workshops, thrilling events, thriving socials, and even its own magazine, for which I've had the privilege of serving as an editor. AMCON has something to offer for everyone. So attending, or more importantly, organizing AMCON is a quintessential memory for most NHLites. So do ensure that you gain this experience for yourself. Additionally, NHL also hosts its own TEDx event, which we just concluded successfully a few weeks back. We also have thriving clubs, like Ma'am was mentioning. We have a lot of ongoing extracurriculars. We have a science club that is led by stalwart academics and professors, which will help you launch into the intersection of pure sciences like genetics, technology, artificial intelligence, and then intersection with clinical medicine. We have a humanities club to help you explore the nuances and intricacies of the human psyche, and a recently founded debate society, which I've had the privilege of curating with 2 of my juniors, for those of you with an interest in global affairs, public speaking, and a general interest in debating. All these clubs and societies provide an incredible platform for you to grow your professional abilities and meet like-minded people. So do reach out if you're ever interested. It is 2024. We find ourselves in a time and age of obsolescence. Now what this means is that knowledge gets outdated very quickly. Restricting ourselves to only textbooks will only get us so far, and the only way to stay relevant and employable is to be innovative, entrepreneurial, and to push your own boundaries. So with artificial intelligence poised to take over the world, only people who are up the curve will manage to make a difference. Don't hold yourself back from growing. Use all opportunities to learn skills from the so-called non-medical fields, and have faith in yourself. Just keep pushing yourself. You will marvel at your own capacity to grow. I've been fortunate enough to gain opportunities to explore my passion for public health, and I had the opportunity this year to observe in person the World Health Assembly in Geneva. So do not hesitate in applying to new things as long as they're from a trustworthy source, because this exposure will only help you in the long run. Additionally, while academics will certainly keep you busy, it is equally important to take care of your well-being. We are in the middle of a mental health epidemic, and with World Mental Health Day just around the corner, it is important that we talk about it. Medical students and professionals are bearing the brunt of this, because medical college is intimidating. There will be times that you will be lost, exams will seem terrifying, you'll feel like you're alone and not have anybody to reach out to. So on those dark days, reach out to those around you, be kind to yourself. Talk to professors, seniors, friends, and in case you feel anxious or depressed, do not hesitate in reaching out. We are all here for you. In conclusion, all I would like to say is it's going to be fun and thrilling and interesting and difficult and even hilarious at points. Your parents will come asking you to decode their CBC reports, and you will have zero idea, because this will happen on day 1 of college. Your conversations with relatives and neighbors are going to be about their knee pain and back pain 90% of the time. Your friends are going to call you in the wee hours of the night asking you whether they should take Dolo 650 or paracetamol, and you will have no idea what you should say. Pricking your fingers during physiology, attending your first clinical posting in a government hospital, experiencing dissection, these are all things that will change you and sort of help you grow. Everyone will have their own journey. There will be loads of expectations on you. Even the auto driver who leaves you at college will have respect and awe in his eyes when he finds out that you're a medical student. Don't worry too much. Understand that while this expectation may be a burden, it is also a privilege. You have the power to make a difference in the lives of thousands of people. And as they say, with great power comes great responsibility. Thank you very much. So, hope you're excited about the future that lies ahead of you. And yes, have fun here at NHL. We look forward to getting to know all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aradhana. Now I'd like to invite Yash Mittal, who has just finished the first MBBS. He's a 3rd science student of this college.
Hello everyone, I'm Yash Mittal, a 2nd year student here at Srimati NHL Medical College. That makes me your immediate senior now. So first of all, it's an honor to stand before you today as we welcome the newest members of our medical family. To the parents, faculty, and especially to my fellow students, welcome to what I promise will be a remarkable journey. First, let me just say, congratulations. You all have just cleared one of the most competitive exams in the world, and you are here successfully, I would say. You are officially part of one of the most respected professions in the world. And as you embark on this journey, I would like to share a few tips and suggestions to help you navigate these exciting years ahead. But first, to the parents in the audience today, I want to acknowledge the sacrifices and support you have provided to your children to help them reach this milestone. Your encouragement has played a vital role in their journey to the medical school. As they dive into this new chapter, please remember that your support will continue to be crucial. Whether it's a simple phone call to check in or a little encouragement when they face challenges, your presence means the world to them. Thank you for believing in them and for being here today. Now, these tips and suggestions are just that, tips and suggestions. Remember, as you move ahead, you will make your own decisions and decide what is best for you. You will face those results of those decisions, be it good or bad, and you will learn from it. After all, these experiences are what makes you a better doctor and most of all, a better human. Further on, stay curious. Remember, medicine is a field that thrives on curiosity. As Albert Einstein once said, the important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Don't hesitate to ask questions in class or seek clarification. I still remember the time I stayed after a class to discuss quite a complex case with my professor. That helped me gain a new perspective that even textbooks could not provide. Time management. Now, balancing studies, clinical work, and your personal life can be challenging. I recommend using apps, planners, and several other resources that we all have access to today. Some might even know the Pomodoro technique. But please do remember that. Do not let those 5-minute breaks turn into 2 hours to scroll on social media. I have suffered from that and I cursed myself as I wrote the exam next day, so please be careful of that. Take care of yourself. Medicine can be demanding and it's easy to forget self-care. Make time for hobbies, exercise and relaxation. After all, are we not familiar with the quote that a healthy mind resides in a healthy body? Embrace failure. You will face challenges and setbacks. Don't view failure as a dead end. See it as a stepping stone. You will face challenges and setbacks. As Henry Ford once said, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Build relationships. Your classmates, your seniors, your faculty, they will become your support system. I often think back to the late night study sessions and the laughter I shared with my friends. How we spent hours just talking about any topic under the sun, be it academic, non-academic, any topic. How it made me realize that sometimes when everything feels a little too much, all you need is a moment with a friend to realize that you are not alone. That journey of a medicine is a marathon and not a sprint. And a marathon is much more enjoyable with a few friends and well-wishers by your side. Finally, I want to leave you with this. Every moment of your presence here, it may seem intense, but it's also an incredibly rewarding experience. Embrace the challenges and cherish the friendships you will make along the way. And remember, as you navigate through textbooks and anatomy labs, don't forget to laugh. After all, they say laughter is the best medicine. Lastly, I would like to close with just one simple warning. Buckle up, friends, for this will be a journey of a lifetime. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, Yash. Now I'd like to invite Jia Chaudhary. She's our third science student. अरे यार एक और speech सुननी पड़ेगी नहीं? We still have a few more lined up for you. But good afternoon, everyone. Are you all excited to start your journey here?
Yes.
इतनी सी बस. Are you all excited?
Yes.
अभी भी कम लग रही है. Are you all excited?
Yes.
Ice cream is waiting for all of you. Okay, well, I'm not wasting any more time because जितनी भी information थी देने के लिए our previous two speakers have already given most of it. So I'll be extremely brief. But the next few years here at Srimati NHL MMC is going to be extremely memorable for all of you because you all get to experience everything. Academically speaking, यहाँ की सारी faculties are very helpful, very supportive. तुम लोग को कोई भी doubts हो, be it
एजुकेशन रिलेटेड और बी लाइफ रिलेटेड, वो सब सॉल्व करके देंगे तुमको. एंड विद अटेंडेंस का इतना सारा वेटेज, यू ऑल हैव बीन हियरिंग 75% थियरी में, 80% प्रैक्टिकल में, सो दे ट्राई टू मेक देयर लेक्चर्स एज इंटरेस्टिंग एज पॉसिबल. सो प्लीज़ डू अटेंड देम, बिकॉज फिर जब एग्जाम्स आएगी उस टाइम पे अगर अटेंडेंस कम पड़ी तो इट माइट बी अ लिटिल प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू. So please do attend lectures and they will be very helpful educationally as well in the long run. Moving on to extracurriculars, बहुत कुछ देखने मिलेगा. We have fests, we have conferences, we have nukkad nataks, we run Instagram pages, we host and organize science clubs. There's a lot going on. We celebrate festivals. How many of you were in the Navratri that we had like a day before yesterday? Did you guys enjoy? You liked it? So there's more in case for you. Now in सब में fun element तो given है, but that's not all. इन सब के अलावा you get to be in the organizing committee of all of these events. Now being in the organizing committee, you get to work with your seniors, with the faculties, with the HODs, with doctors who excel in their fields. So this is how you will make contacts that will be very helpful in the long run. Other than that, you will be dealing with budgets and sponsorships. इसके साथ साथ तुम लोग financing भी सीख जाओगे. फिर पूरी टीम को साथ लेकर चलना सीखोगे, टीम वर्क सीखोगे. एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट अबाउट बीइंग इन द ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमिटी इज इतनी भीड़ में अपनी इंडिविजुअलिटी को मेंटेन करना सीखोगे. सो यू गेट ऑल द अपॉर्चुनिटीज टू ग्रो इन एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ. एंड आई होप आप सब इन अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ का पूरा फ़ायदा उठाओगे, बिकॉज दिस इज़ द टाइम where you push yourselves to do better and become the best versions of yourself. For all the parents present here, first of all, congratulations, आपके बच्चों को finally medical में मिल गया है admission. So आप सबको भी एक छोटी सी request है, because बाकी सब तो already सब पहले बोल के गए हैं, but just a tiny little request is that your child is probably going to put a lot of pressure on herself or himself. So थोड़ा सा lenient हो जाना उसके साथ, and आप लोग भी relax हो जाना, because your children are in good hands. And for all the students out here, even आप लोगों को कभी भी किसी भी चीज़ की ज़रूरत हो, चाहे academically हो या non-academically हो, you can always approach us. We are your immediate seniors, and you can always approach the faculties or the professors. We all of us are ready to help you. Even if हम उस moment पे immediately तुम लोगों की help नहीं कर पाएंगे, we will definitely guide you to a person जो तुमको कर सके help. And lastly, I will conclude with this one tiny request that I have for all of you, is that be kind and be forgiving, not only to yourselves but to everyone around you, to your colleagues, to your batchmates, because जो भी तुमने जो field choose किया है, it's a little bit difficult and you will make mistakes, but the main part about all of it is that you learn something from that. So that's all. Thank you and all the best for your journey, and welcome once again.
Audible? OMG, how many overwhelming speeches. Well, I see many tired faces out there because obviously Navratri vibes, Garba, night outs and whatnot. I'll just take few minutes, don't worry. I'm sorry to pop up suddenly, but I'll just take 4-5 minutes of yours. But I had to do this. It was just exactly 7 years back when I was sitting at your place, and today I'm standing this side of the line. Oh my god, it all happened in just a blink of an eye. Hello students, I am Dr. Juhi Ochwani, your biochemistry faculty. You'll see me when you'll come for your practicals and of course for your attendance shortage. Well, you can call me ma'am this side the department, but outside I'll be your senior and a very good friend. Oh god, my eyes were wet when Supriya ma'am said that and eventually you would become a common NHL family. Well students, I am a 2017 batch, a student only from this esteemed college, and I just finished up last year. The moment I finished up, this college welcomed me with very open arms, and today I am here, the faculty. Yeah, you'll not even realize that when in time, these faculties will become more closer to your parents. I still remember I had an art practical and I was coming outside scared and crying, and there Divesh sir came and rescued me, and obviously Kanan ma'am was there. Obviously we had our beloved Anita ma'am who will always be there for our any personal or any issues. So yeah, students, all I want to say is that you'll have a good time, you'll have a tough time, you'll make it, you'll break it. But just remember one thing that would be common would be this esteemed college, NHL. We'll always have your back. So all the best, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.
Thank you, Julie. As you embark on your medical journey, remember to embrace curiosity, compassion, and resilience. We will take you on a roller coaster ride which starts from anatomy. E starts from anatomy, right? So from anatomy, and then we'll take you up to the patient scan. Explore to the wonders of human body, learn from the experienced teachers and the mentors, and support each other. Along the way, you will be given the knowledge and skill that will shape your career. So together we will make a difference in a life of countless patients. So it's a new journey which you are going to begin. So all the best for that. And now it's your turn. If you want to share your emotions or your experience, you can come over here and share your experience. Parents on the hall B, if any one or two parents we allow, because the time is running out. So one or two parents from the hall B, if anybody wants to share their emotions, we can allow them as well. So come to the hall A from the hall B. Right? Okay. Now it's time for the students, new students. Anybody wants to come here and say a few words? I will allow only 3-4 students. Anybody? From girls. Venisha, you want to say something? Okay. The rest of you think, right?
Thank you, ma'am. Today was the first day of my officially being in college, and I was really excited for it and scared for it as well. And because I have heard mixed thoughts about getting into medical, that it's going to be crazy hectic, but I know I'll balance it well and be a great doctor, and I'm really happy to start a new journey here.
Voice side. Gujarati में बोलाશે. Please come here. કોઈને ગુજરાતીમાં પણ બોલવું હોય તો એલાઉ છે, હિન્દીમાં પણ બોલાશે, કોઈ પણ લેંગ્વેજમાં. હા, પણ તામિલ ને કન્નડ એમાં નહીં.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving an opportunity આપવા માટે. For these 2 years, all of us worked so hard for our NEET UG examinations. ક્રેઝીની જેમ વાંચ્યું 2 વર્ષ ઓલમોસ્ટ કોઈએ કંઈ બહુ આઈ થિંક બધાનું સોશિયલ મીડિયા તો છૂટી જ ગયું હશે, બધા એક્સ્ટ્રા કરિક્યુલર્સ ઘણા બધા છૂટી ગયા હશે, બટ ફાઇનલી વી હેવ ક્રેક્ડ ઇટ, વી હેવ મેડ ઇટ, વી આર ઇન મેડિકલ કોલેજ, એન્ડ આઈ એમ એક્સ્ટ્રીમલી એક્સાઇટેડ ફોર ધ જર્ની that lies ahead of us. And a really big and special thank you to my parents. They have supported me unconditionally in these 2 years, where જ્યાં હું કદાચ પાછળ પડી રહ્યો હતો, they pushed me, they supported me, and I'm eternally grateful to my parents, and let's have a great one ahead. Thank you.
At least you have to speak your name.
મારું નામ ઉર્વન રાજદે છે. I'm a localite from Ahmedabad, and I did my coaching from Allen.
And what about the school? We are expecting that now you people are known as an NHLite, not by any coaching classes. Right? Okay. Any other student? From this side? Nobody? Maybe from this side. Please.
हेलो एवरीवन, आतिफ खान दिस साइड। मैं एक सेकंड ड्रॉपर हूँ। सो आई स्टार्टेड माय जर्नी इन 2020 एंड लॉकडाउन आ गया सडनली एंड 2022 में इट वाज लाइक ऑनलाइन एंड वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ डिस्ट्रैक्शंस एट दोज डेज। तो 2020 में इट वाज ऑल ब्लैंक फॉर मी। मैंने बिल्कुल भी सही से मतलब अपनी लाइफ को एकदम अपसाइड डाउन कर दिया था। सारे डिस्ट्रैक्शंस आ गए थे एक साथ एंड as a teenager it was a like a roller coaster ride for me and 2022 में नीट में जैसे जैसे दे दी and after that I realized कि हाँ भाई मैंने बहुत सारी चीज़ें गलत करी है। now I want to make sure of it कि सब सही कर दूँ and after a year 2023 में देने के बाद it was like पूरी मेहनत लगा दी, सब कुछ कर दिया, बट लास्ट 1 to 2 मंथ में सब कुछ बिगड़ गया, बिल्कुल भी सही से ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं रहा एंड लाइक सब पढ़ाई तो कर रहे थे पूरे साल बट लास्ट के 2-3 मंथ्स में सब चीज़ें एक साथ आ गई कि ये भी पढ़ना है वो भी पढ़ना है और थोड़ा लेट सिलेबस स्टार्ट हुआ था तो सब कुछ बाकी ऐसा लग रहा था ये रह जाएगा वो रह जाएगा ये वो, और उसके प्रेशर में आके वो चीज़ भी छोड़ दी एंड सेकंड अटेम्प्ट में भी कुछ खास नहीं किया बट थर्ड अटेम्प्ट में आई फाइनली मेड इट टू द NHL कॉलेज एंड आई फील लाइक I didn't buy a medical seat, I have earned it. Okay, so thank you from all and I'm a localite of Ahmedabad, so if you need anything or ask me about anything, I'm here for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody else? From this side, girls? Yes, please come.
Am I audible? Yes. Hello, my name is Vidushi Jain and I'm from Surat. Coming here last night with mixed feelings and I was like, क्या होगा? But आज सुबह आके with this white coat, I like it was all worth it. Last के 2 years and all that like पढ़ाई का hectic and was all worth it. So thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Joshi Prashmi and it's really pleasure to be here and to speak here in the stage and even I was a bit nervous getting over here but after listening to all of the professors and all of our seniors it's really like I felt relief and even my parents up there watching this and I hope so they are also relieved from the thing that medical is not only about just pressures and studying but it's also about fun, developing skills and just come out of your boundary and just to learn every new things and really actually tough before NEET for the 2 years the tough times were there where we worked very hard and even after NEET we know there were certain things going on and we were all tensed where would get admission, what will happen of our medical journey. But today I am very sure that yes, this is the best for us, for all of us, and even for me. Thank you all of you, thank you all the professors, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now it's a turn for the parents. Any parents wants to share their emotions? Dr. Divesh is one of the faculty from this college. Actually, we are very much happy that our 2 faculties got the admission. The kids got the admission over here So congratulate them also. So I'd like to call Dr. Divesh.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Dipak, Associate Professor of Anatomy in this college. And this is going to be a very unique experience for me because my daughter will be sitting here. Okay, I have a reputation of a very strict professor, everyone knows that. But I am myself confused what I am going to do this year. કારણ કે હવે બધાને ધમકાઈ દઉં અહીંયા તો
Same role.
પણ ઘરે તો પછી મારે જવાનું છે. Secondly, the commuting is going to be very interesting because every day obviously I come alone, but for the next 5 years I will be coming with my daughter. I will be spending more time with her. But then I have to listen to her playlist of Taylor Swift and Lana Del Rey. મારા ગીતોનો વારો હવે ઘરે જઈને મારે ટીવીમાં જ જોવા પડશે, કારમાં સાંભળવા નહીં મળે. But thank you very much and I must congratulate all of you, all the students and parents. This is a wonderful college and all of you are going to have a wonderful experience. Congratulations and thank you.
Any other parents wants to? Atik bhai? Oh, is another faculty whose daughter got the admission in this college. Sir, please.
રિટાયર્ડ સાયન્સ ટીચર છું હું. દરેક વાલીને આ કોલેજમાં એડમિશન મળે એક એનું સપનું હોય છે. ઘણા બધા પ્રોબ્લેમોમાંથી આ વર્ષ પૂરું કરી બધા વિદ્યાર્થીઓને એડમિશન મળ્યું છે. તમામ વિદ્યાર્થીને હાર્ટલી અભિનંદન પાઠવું છું અને જિંદગીમાં કંઈક બનવાની ઈચ્છા સાથે આજ મારી વાત કરું તો હું રિટાયર્ડ ટીચર છું. હવે તમારી શરૂઆત થઈ છે. ભગવાનને આપણે પ્રાર્થના કરીએ કે તમારી આ જર્નીને સફળ બનાવે, કોલેજનું નામ રોશન કરો, તમારા મા બાપનું નામ રોશન કરો. બધાને દિલથી ખૂબ ખૂબ અભિનંદન. થેન્ક યુ.
Congratulations to all of you. My daughter has taken admission to this college, but I am not just a father of hers only. I am also father of all of you. So, મારા તરફથી એવું bias થશે નહીં. Acha, what you have learned from this? What you have learned from this today's orientation program? Practical learning. No one will give you bio break, right? You have to take your bio break your own. You have to understand your biological demand because it's not a school that may I go to the washroom or may I go to. You have to take your bio break own. Because I have seen the students since morning 9 o'clock sitting here and they have got their demands, but they are still waiting. They are still yeah. Okay, why apron is white? We already learned it's a symbol of purity, passion, compassion. Why? But the white color is white because it's easily get dirted, right? મારા તો white shirt જ્યારે બી પહેરું ને ત્યારે તરત ડાઘો પડી જાય. નવો શર્ટ લાવ ડાઘો પડી જાય, right? So this is those symbol. White color છે ને એ easily get dirted and this also happens in your career. અને એકવાર છે ને white color ડાઘો પડશે ને તો it's very difficult to remove. During your career તમારે બહુ બધા challenges આવશે during your practice, right? અને નાની અમથી બી ભૂલ થશે ને that will persist for your long life, right? That will be remembered, this doctor has done these things or this doctor has done these things. One of my friend orthopedic surgeon has, not his fault, but one of his resident has made a mistake and operated a different leg. He has to operate a right leg and he has different leg because the marking is done by some other pupil that you have to operate on these legs. And he still cursed for so many years, even after even a decade has been passed. But still, whenever we meet, people say that this doctor is the one who has operated on the wrong leg, right? So this remains for a long time. So I feel that you keep yourself in a limit, that you have a purity, right? દાગ ના પડે એનું ધ્યાન રાખજો, right? Thank you so much. Thank you.
See, so that's why the most of the experienced people, they say that it's a noble profession, it's very respectable, at the same time it gives you so many responsibilities. So you have to be take care from the day one. First 15 days we have foundation course. We are running foundation course, and during the foundation course you are going to learn something about your attitude, professionalism, ethics, everything. We will just try to sensitize all of you about those things. And then later on, at the time of ADCOM modules, we are going to teach you how to behave like a doctor, if you are like a patient, doctor-patient relationship, how to communicate with the patient, with the peers, with the other team members. So all these things are going to be teach on the whichever the phase, communication modules for the different phase are the different. So we are going to teach you. At the same time, you have to be a very passionate, you have to ask some questions and raise your queries. Like Aradhana says, you have to be work like Einstein. Whatever the questions raised, you just ask to the faculty members. You are going to try to solve your queries. But constantly involve active participation in each and every session. It's very important for you people, right? Okay. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, respected teachers. This is the platform where I see that NHL teachers has done all the things to give student the ice break they need when they join a new college. I think these things were missing when I was in my college. By profession I am an engineer, so these things were missing those days. And today when I see this, I feel very happy and I feel privileged that my daughter is getting admission in NHL and she will be NHL rights. So I think this is the right platform, and I'm happy that CV is with the right group of teachers who are like a father and mother figure to them, who will be guiding through the journey of this 5.5 years. So thank you very much.
Good morning, students, and good noon, I am Dr. Bhushan Kalaria from Rajkot. Maybe 99 I finished my BDS from GDCH Ahmedabad only, and I enjoyed the city that time also. I congratulate all of you. I just missed my MBBS by 1 mark, and I congratulate all of you for passing that 1 mark and getting admission in medical. So just એટલું જ કહેવું હતું કે respect your teachers. I am practicing from last 22 years in Rajkot, but still we remember our teachers. They are our guidelines, and through them we have become successful in our careers. And also give that much importance to your seniors also, because age તમને ગાઈડ કરશે, અને જે બી કાંઈ મુશ્કેલી હોસ્ટેલમાં કે કોલેજમાં હશે તો એ જ તમને હેલ્પફુલ થશે. તમને ક્યારે પણ એમનાથી કોન્ટેક્ટ કરવામાં પણ ગભરાવવું ના જોઈએ, અને they will be your best friends in future. Thank you.
Yes, your seniors are going to be your best friends, rightly said by the sir. So this is the end of the program, but you think that whatever you plan today, you are going to harvest later. So whatever the act you are doing during this phase of 5.5 years will help you to build your career later on. So work hard and always try to enhance the face name of the NHL, right? Because now onwards it's your identity. You are going to be identify as an NHLite. So that's a very proud moment for all of you. So congratulations once again, and all the best for the future. And at this juncture, I like to thank all the supportive staff and the students who have supported well to make this program successful. Thank you so much, all the students and the supportive staff. And all the best. I know that all of you are feeling very hypoglycemic, so we have an ice cream outside. So students, please take the ice cream first, and later on the parents also please take the ice cream. And then those students who are opting the hostel, please go into the academic section and meet Komal Ben for the girls hostel and Ajit Bhai for the boys hostel. Komal Ben is a rector for the girls hostel and Ajit Bhai is a rector of the boys hostel. So you meet them, they guide you, and still if you have any query, you contact us. Yeah. The students, please, from this side go outside from this way. Rest of you, please be seated. Rest of you, please be seated. Laksh, you want these things? It's very important documents. You forgotten on day one on the registration counter. Okay. So by the time people will get the ice cream, all of you, anybody wants to share your emotions. It's not because from today you are going to start your journey. After lunch we don't have any session today for the localites. Those who are wanted to go for the hostel, they have to complete that procedure of the hostel, and that's why we are not taking any session in the afternoon. From tomorrow 9 a.m. onwards, you have to come here in the hall A. First 15 days. So up to the 19th, we have foundation course in this hall only. And whatever the extracurricular activity or the sports will take you from here only. So you have to reach over here, right? The attendance of the foundation is also very important, and it's required 75%. Right? We are very strict about the attendance. So parents, please also, all of you are also take care of that portion as well. You have to support us, right? So if your bots are not coming to the college and they are saying that abhi aaj class nahi, aisa hoga hi nahi. We are taking classes from 9 to 5. जब before examination, इंटरनल एग्जामिनेशन के पहले भी हम एक वीक का ही रीडिंग वैकेशन देते हैं, कई बार नहीं भी देते. लाइक दिस बैच दे आर कमिंग सो लेट, सो वी डोंट हैव अ टाइम. वी हैव टू फिनिश आवर करिकुलम विद इन 8 to 9 months. So it's quite difficult for us to complete the curriculum, as well as it's more difficult for the students to understand the curriculum. So it's very difficult for them to cope up the whole 3 subjects together. It's a totally new terminologies are going to come. Of course, in 11th, 12th, some of the terminologies you are came across, but still the many new things you are going to learn, and they are very vast subjects. So please, from day one you start reading. It's my personal advice. Okay.